What's good, fam? Appreciate you joining in. Hope you guys are having a good, what is it, Friday or Saturday today? Friday. I get to forget what days it is sometimes. It's nice. I always wished I could do that. I envied people who didn't know what day it was. Because it don't matter. You know what I mean? It don't matter. I'm in the sauna right now. In case people are tripping on the sauna. Got a little music playing, you know what I mean? That's why I'm so red. I've been in here at 150 degrees for an hour and a half. So that'll tax your body. It'll tax your cardiovascular system. It'll challenge it, and your heart rate will go up. And as you build resilience to the heat, your heart rate will adapt to that heat, and it'll be able to be exerted, but then it'll recover quickly. So your heart rate goes up, boom, 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 boom. Then it's so quick to recover because you've built that strength in the cardiovascular system. So the sweating, you know what I mean? Getting hot in general, like anytime you get hot, like if you're exercising, let your body cool you down. You know what I mean? Exercise and get hot and sweat that stuff out, fam. We're full of all these toxins. And people are saying, eat this, eat that. I'm going to tell you right now, sweating and fasting is going to detoxify the body so much faster than anything. You'll be unstoppable. Like this song. What's up, Electro? My brother. Join me in the sauna.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's good, brother?
Oh, nothing much,
What's
bro. I've been
good?
flying around the country, bro. Still honeymooning with my girl, bro. That's why I haven't been able to do anything.
That's tight, though, man. Do your little matrix thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're
Do your
we're
matrix thing.
we're 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 scared, bro. We're trying to figure out where to move in the United States to live what's coming. Um, we're not scared, but we are concerned of like where do you think we can possibly go and survive what's coming? You know, this whole country seems so messed up. It seems like we're so doomed out here.
Yeah, let me give you some quick advice on that. This is what you do. You go off of your spirit guide, bro. You got to let your spirit guide you right now. And we need to connect to that spirit. So that means it's the shit you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do it. I don't want to fast. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to withdraw from, the lower chakras and shit. But when you do that, you connect higher to your spirit, and that spirit will guide you. And if you're not in a state of fear, not saying that you're afraid, but if your focus is on your, your calling and shit, and you stay focused on that and not get distracted by, hey, this world's crumbling all around it. Well, yeah. And if we're not close with God right now, you don't stand a chance. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So if you're close to God, then let God protect you.
I
That's all I'm
think
gonna do.
I'm gonna say I've been praying to God and asking for discernment because I think I've been lacking a lot of it, you know, like I used to wake up and just know what's gonna happen. I think I lost that falling in love, bro. You lose yourself with you know, just I drifted off a lot since I met my girl, but lately I've been asking for discernment, and I had this dream about Montana. I woke up the next day, and the first thing I see in the Bible is to head to the mountains in case of like apocalyptic events, right?
You go.
And then, bro, like not 30 minutes later, my girl was like, you know, we should move to Montana. So I've been looking seriously into Montana, bro.
There you go. There it is. That's a perfect example, and that's when
And you know where
you
Montana
have to
comes
go off
from?
that faith. You got to believe
Mon
in that
Mon
and go off that faith.
Montana, Montana comes from the word mountain in Spanish. So it totally makes sense with what the Bible is saying. You know, man, they're selling some cheap properties out there, bro. 40 acres, 40
Yeah.
acres for 180K.
Hey man, that could be two things. It
Oh,
could
we're
be too
talking,
good to be true, or it just could be like a down low hack. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like a life hack.
no, it's isolated up in the mountains, has a river, you can hunt, and it's literally far from any nuclear test sites, and it's very unlikely they'll attack you there because you're literally like hours and hours from civilization. So if you
Right.
have
And
water,
so this
and
is this is another. Go ahead.
I'm trying to go to a mountain and then build a bunker on a mountain and survive there, you know. But God also says, you know, that there's nowhere to hide. So unless you're with God, you're going to perish anyways. But at the same time, as I pray, God also says in the scripture that prayer without action is dead. So I'm not just gonna pray for him to protect me. I'm gonna take action in order to protect myself, do my best. And yeah, I know it could be not enough, but knowing that God sees me putting in the effort, and I am in the hopes that He will bless me for that.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. So yeah, you guys, if you guys could smash the like on this, I would
Yeah,
appreciate it very
yeah.
much.
How can you be 50 here and 100 likes
Yeah.
though? That's not, that.
Yeah. TikTok has been so funny
Yo,
on the
don't
lives.
do this to Primal Dad, guys. Come on. He's here
It,
working for the truth,
my
man.
TikTok my TikTok lives have been in the trash, bro. Like I don't know what it is. I don't really care. I've been focused, on the book and stuff. So,
Oh no,
but
my
anyway,
page has been 4 months private, bro. I can't
yeah,
like there. I have a warning there saying you may lose this account. Can't
yeah,
have
yeah.
nothing. I've
Hmm.
been attacked by you know, people who I created some beef. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm not perfect. There's days I wake up beefing up. I guess demons get inside me, and I just tell everybody how it is. I guess there wasn't even demons, you know. I woke up with the truth one day, and I gave it to people like too clean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard for them to
Oh yeah.
process it.
Yes, yes. I was just telling a fellow truther. I'm not going to mention him, but he's pretty well known on TikTok, especially in the truth game. And he has a lot of problems with getting banned and shit. And I'm like, hey, bro, like I'm coming out of love. I just want to tell you right now, you gotta you gotta tone it back just a little bit. Like, try to just insinuate more than just saying they're unaliving you, like, or they're doing not I love they're doing it, but not
Of
saying what they're
course.
actually doing, but saying things like they're doing it right
Mm-hmm.
instead of, oh, this is radiating your brains, and because you're giving them a reason to mark you misinfo. Me, I've been averting a lot of that
The
because I'm
way
more
the
suggestive,
way I
right?
work around
I'm
that
more like
is
coded
I tell
in my
half of the
words.
truth. I
Yeah,
tell
I'm
half
more
of the
coded
truth.
in my words too. Like my intros, bro, those are killing it on Instagram. I'm over
You
13
you have
million on
to
Instagram.
you have what I've learned is that you have to rely on human curiosity. You know you're curious. So
Got
think
you.
about it before you post. If you're gonna post something and you tell the whole truth, they disregard you. You know that,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, this guy is nuts. But if you go halfway and just tell them half of the truth, you're gonna get
Yeah.
the people who get you coming in the comments being like
Exactly.
finishing it for you. And then the
Exactly.
people who have no
That's
idea, they're gonna fall into a rabbit hole, and there you go.
yeah.
You just saved another soul
Yes.
because he fell into the rabbit hole out of pure
Bingo.
curiosity.
Bingo. Bingo. That's exactly what I was explaining to him, that this is a great awakening and there are many who are awake now. So if you say, "Hey, is the government getting you?" That's all you got to say, right? But if you say the government is XYZing you, now they can come in and be like, "Oh, you're done, bro." But if it's a game, TikTok's a game, right? It's you got to play by their rules if you want to play the game. If not, then close your account and dip, right? Like TikTok is there for free, and we're using it to our advantage, right? So what I explain is we're here to guide the awakened. We're not here to wake up people anymore, right, bro? As star seeds, we're here now to guide the people who are awake and awakening, depending on which level they are at, right? You cover the EMF, you cover a lot of the radiation stuff, right? I'm over here with the food, and then I dabble with a little bit of everything, right? But we're here for those people who are liking and following and sharing our stuff. They're not bots, right? They're people who are awake. So that's what I was getting at, is we can now speak a little more codedly to those who are in our algorithm, because the ones who won't get it, they won't watch the content and they won't like it or share it anyway. So we don't want their views, we don't want their analytics, right? We don't want their engagement even. If you want to come in and start, I like engagement, but if you're going to come in and just say, "Oh, you're wrong, you're dumb, this, that, and the other," right? If you do that, then that's not somebody who is vibing with your content. So you don't need it in there. But if you
No,
get somebody,
I think like this, bro. I might disagree with you there a little bit. I just think about it because I go through it in my family a lot. I'm the black sheep. Didn't finish high school, never accomplished anything, never had a job. Everything that's wrong with the wrong in the family. I was that guy, right? But I was the one always awake. I was the one always telling people don't eat GMO since 2008 and everything. I always been disregarded.
me too, me too.
And on TikTok, I learned this, bro. If we block these people who disagree with us, then how are we better than TikTok banning people
Yeah,
for,
no, I'm not saying block them.
you know?
No, I'm not. I'm not
So
saying block them.
what I'm
I'm just
saying, what
saying
I'm
what
saying
I'm saying what we prefer,
is
right?
when they get mad, it's that demon inside them, or maybe their
Yes,
subconscious,
yes,
you know, or out of
yes.
embarrassment when they realize that their whole life is a lie. It's hard to admit that you've been a clown your
It's
whole
true.
entire life.
It's true. But
So
but but hear me out
we
on that.
that is the process I also went through, you know? Many years
Yes,
I used to wonder, like, why do I know all this shit? Why can't I just
yeah.
be an NPC who's happy, bro? You know, like,
It's because you're a
I
star. You're a chosen one, man. You can't
and
unchose yourself.
I, I know I got paid off in 2020 when everybody was falling for the obvious illusion. And I was like, God, thank you for having me woke because I used to be angry at God, bro. I used to be like,
Me
why
too.
did you let
Me
me,
too.
why did you
Me
choose,
too.
why did you have me know all this, man? I don't have peace. I can't keep relationships. I can't talk normally to a person because it
That's part of the
scratches,
programming. That's
you
part of
know,
the
it's
program.
crazy.
So what I want to elaborate real quick is there's levels to these people, right? There's levels to their consciousness. So we need to understand each level a little bit more, right? So there's those, this is what I was more getting at. There's those who are simply not awake, right? And they're blue pilled matrix, totally immersed in the programming, right? Those people, great, jump in, talk, that's fine. But then there's those who are conscious that make a conscious decision to ignore facts and choose ignorance as their belief system. Do you see what I'm saying?
I,
And those people are
bro,
not, we're not here for those people. The people who say, yeah, I already know there's GMO corn. Fuck you. I'm going to eat it at Walmart anyway. And I'm going to smash the seedless watermelon. And I don't care that it's GMO. And I don't care that it's changing your genetics XYZ, right?
yeah,
Those ones are not vibrating at my frequency. This is the split, right? This is where I say goodbye. Like, I don't care about you. You can come on my comments, have fun. But I'm not going to give you any energy, right? That person is out of the context. They're out of my realm of my reality, right? So there's
right,
levels to these people. The people who choose ignorance are those that are going to crumble in the matrix. They're going to become
bro.
part of the
I
crumbling of this great
my
awakening.
mother is a doctor. She went to school for 12 fucking years, you know? I always used to be like the guy who says, my mother's a doctor. I used to walk around proud as shit. Now I shut up because she took the jab. How do you put in your head somebody who, like all these people, not just my mother and like the whole world, like you,
Yeah,
educated people, bro. We're talking about PhDs, doctors and stuff,
yeah.
and they took that jab. It was so
That's what
obvious.
proves. Yes,
Like you
that's what
got Bill
proves that
Gates
it's
telling
the
you,
matrix.
"I'm gonna control world population with jabs," and then he funds the C-19, and then people couldn't see it. Like
Yeah,
yo, and I was trying to scrub it in their face. And you know what my mother told me? Oh, that video is fake. And I'm like, how is it fake? He's right there saying it. Like,
yeah,
bro, you know what it is? I think at the end of the day, God chose His people
yeah.
because you cannot explain. People are not that stupid. You know, we I got angry and everything, and I said mean things, but I have to be humble enough to realize that people are just not that stupid. They just didn't deserve the discernment that we had,
It's
and we
that, and
should
it's the
feel sorry for
programming.
them
How much are
because
they programmed, right? Like how much are they programmed? Because if you're in school for 12 years, guess what? You got programmed and indoctrinated for 12 years, and you believed their lies. Why do you think I'm so glad I didn't go to school, bro? I brag about it that I dropped out. I will
yeah, but a
brag at the top
a
of the mountain.
doctor a
I'll tell.
doctor wouldn't a doctor would know it takes 7 to 10 years to create a jab, and it's still not safe.
That's true. I agree.
Like how
But again, if you're being
there's
told
no
that,
reasoning
if
here.
you're
It was
being told that
discernment.
here, but then everybody else all around you, all the top Harvard doctors in the world are saying, take it, take it, take it, then you're saying, well, this guy's been at this school for 20 years and I've only been 12. So they must know more than me, right? That's what proves that this is a matrix because you have all these docs, you have all these professionals that aren't helping the world. They're not helping and healing people, right? So that proves
Mm-hmm.
that this is an indoctrinated matrix, that even you can be an intelligent being. There's people who are way smarter than me on the books, but I'm way more awake than them, right? I'm way more conscious and I'm
Exactly.
probably a lot healthier than them just because of the knowledge I've gained by, like I said, I will preach to the top of the mountains that I dropped out of school. And that's because I didn't get that indoctrination, bro. My mind is a blank template for me to fill it with the truth. Why do you think
I,
I know all this shit? It's a burden. But the whole point is be happy if you didn't go into the system. That's all. That's my point. If you guys dropped out, if you guys didn't get indoctrinated and programmed by the Matrix,
yo,
be happy for that and use that to your
in,
advantage. Keep
I went, changing
sensitive.
subject for a second. I went crazy last night, bro. I was thinking, you saw the directed energy weapons thing in Hawaii, right? They wiped out all the houses. Have you heard about it yet? So it was directed energy weapons that caused it. All the
I know,
houses
I'm
and
well
like
aware of them.
fires. Have
Are
you
you
ever
talking
seen
about
a
the
car?
wildfires?
Yeah, look,
Oh my
cars,
God.
when they burn, I've seen them burn. They do not melt the metal. No matter how hot the gasoline gets, it does not melt the car. The fires in Hawaii melted the cars, right? So that's laser fire. The houses burn down to ashes, but the trees just lightly burn to charcoal. My fear last night was that this was an attack from either China or Russia, not really our government, and we were gonna have to respond like Pearl Harbor. And I was like, okay, we're done
Be careful. Be
because
careful, man.
yeah, because I thought that like like now we're gonna start WW3. I had to do a mega search, bro. I had to go in the dark
Did
web
you
and do
did
a
you do a video about it yet?
no, but I found the information. You know why they did it? Only because they need to build ports over there to accommodate world shipping. So, in order to accommodate that, they had two options: either convince the people to buy off their houses and have them move out of there, or just simply, do what they did in Paradise, California. But they did a better job this time because in Paradise, California, everybody was gone. Everybody was gone. Everybody. Now in Hawaii, only 30 something people unalived. So I
Wow.
think they did a better
And
job
this
not
person
causing
said,
casualties.
yeah, and this person said the fucking trees are still standing. So
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
got
yeah.
you've got melted cars but standing trees. Okay,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
know
How do you explain that?
the melted cars. You can say, oh, the heat is so hot from that wildfire. It's the hottest wildfire ever. They make shit up like this. You know what I'm saying? They always do that. They have some scientists come up and be like, oh, the hot cars. Shut the fuck up, right? But I know of the energy weapon. I know somebody, bro. Check this out. I know somebody that one's been used on. Like he has
What?
full blown evidence, and I have the information on it. Like, like
Jesus.
it's real, dude. Like it put an etching in his window, and he used to work for a certain someone. This is real, 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 real,
Yeah,
real.
but the good news is
This guy
that
got melted. This guy, listen to me real quick. This guy got melted from the inside.
that's
He has
scary.
the pictures. It melted him from the inside, dude. I'm not joking. And he has all the actual gov paperwork on these things, these GUNs, however you want to call these things, these energy GUN, whatever you call them. So these things are microwave weapons, exactly. It's the same thing up in the sky, right? CERN technologies. We're talking frequencies, energies, and microwaves technologies, right?
It's crazy, bro. No,
So these
I,
things, if there's a question if these things are real, do they tell us? That's the question. Of course not,
oh no,
right?
they're gonna say it's a fire, a natural one, and they're gonna blame global warming too.
This
Now
one,
we're in global boiling now. Don't forget that.
yeah.
It's not global warming anymore. It's boiling now. And you
Oh
know
yeah,
what, bro?
that's why they got to block the sun. The sun
Right
is
here in
the
Miami,
earth.
I've always been able to deal with 100-degree weather. Fine. I can't leave my house right now, bro. I'll faint. And you know what I realized? So I was like, there's something wrong with this heat because I feel like the heat is hitting up the bones. It's not normal heat. I take out my
It's
meter
like a
outside,
synthetic
bro.
microwave. It's
Bro,
like a microwave.
they got the radiation in Miami 26 times higher than in New York.
Oh my God, yeah, I bet.
We're getting fried up in here. So they use the summer heat in order to take advantage to heat you up with the waves. So you don't can't tell any
Wow.
better.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Wow.
if you feel the
You
heat
need to
during the
make a
cold,
video. You need to make a video about this, but you need to not say it straight.
right,
You see
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Use code words, bro. And those who are gonna they're gonna vibe with it, they're gonna understand it. But
right.
you need to get this information out there, bro. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is serious. We need to know this as a collective. It's coming to that point now to where it's like if we don't wake up and start doing something very soon, then we're gonna just watch a lot of people un be here. Do you hear what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of people not being on this realm anymore. If we don't wake up and come together, why do you think I've been waiting doing all these videos, right? Because everybody's slowly coming in the comments and they're saying, yeah, they're doing it, they're doing it. And the more of us who know this, the more power we're going to have. If you think about how, if 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 a cool 2 billion people knew that that we got microwaves out there, that they're going to just be chilling on that. No, we're going to be like, what the are they really doing? Let's prove this shit and let's go do something about it. What are we going to do? I don't know. Let's all put our heads together because one mind is greater, two minds greater than one. What is a billion minds going to do? What is even 500 million awake people going to do? Even 144,000. If there was 144,000 electrodes and primal dads that all knew what's cracking, guess what? We're not going to keep allowing. We're not going to. Well, at least we're not going to partake in the wrong things, right? We're not going to be out there at the bars every day or whatever is contributing to this control. So you now you have that knowledge, Electro. That's your burden to stay to share that information. You got to share that somehow, brother. But anyways, I,
Yeah. Bro, you want me to tell you something else?
what do you got?
So I know you're not gonna like this subject, but the stones, man. I just tested it on my mother this morning again. She's like, "Can you check if I still have a Bluetooth signal?" So I was like, "Yeah." I pulled out the phone that I used to check the Bluetooth signal, and she still had it. She gets near the stone, it disappears. So
Wow.
she was like, "Oh, so it's she was still in doubt." She was like, "It's not the Bluetooth signal." So let's walk to the trash can outside to see, and the same number, MAC number that she had, bro. The jab has a Bluetooth signal. What the fuck? You know,
Yeah.
even though I've seen it, even though I've tested it at the cemetery, seeing your own mother have it is still
Yeah.
like
I
I still have to believe it after
check this
knowing
out.
it's true.
You want to know my case with my mom? So my mom is actually quite awake, but she is under the toxins, right? So she drinks her coffee with sugar in it. She's diabetic, and not to share too much of her personal life, But my mom, well, maybe I shouldn't even share much more. But anyway, she let's say she took something. And she did it one time though, because she was in a state of fear, right? She was afraid. Everybody were telling you, get it, or else, or else, or else, right? And she fell for the tricks. I tried saying, bro, it's a scam, it's a joke, it's a trap. I'm trying to warn you. Don't listen. It's fine. So went in there, did the old stabberoonie, and then woke up, and then woke up to it more, and then woke up to it more, and then realized, holy shit, dude, like this is actually, I see it now. And so she stopped getting them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the cases that are probably the hardest. Because you've got those who choose to be ignorant of it. You've got those who, pretend it doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of people just ignore the stuff they see on it because
Oh,
they're like, oh, I already got it, bro. So I'm
have
saying
you
if
heard
you got it,
the latest side effect? So the people who took it and decided to have kids, the embryo is having strokes and heart attacks. The embryo. How do you explain that? That thing hasn't even been born yet and already has a stroke inside the womb.
I'll
Like,
give you
come
four
on.
letters. I'll give you four letters, and this is what it is. mRNA, or is it
Yeah,
mRNA?
yeah, man.
mRNA,
Bro, it
right?
really
Because
scares
what
me
is that?
because
What is it? What is that? What is
when
that?
you
You know
really
what
think
it
about
is?
it, you know,
Does
DNA
anybody know what it
alteration.
is? Do you want to hear
DNA,
real quick what it is?
yeah,
Do you know what it is? Like actually, not a lot of people do. We
no,
just know it's bad, right? So if you break down the actual ingredients in there, I'm gonna tell you right now, the second ingredient, it's what you use to keep your car cool in the summer, or in just
no.
from running. Propylene glycol, it's the first ingredient in coolant. Okay, what what service does that do? Okay, so whatever, no big deal, right? Who cares? It's just something they said was cool. Well, mRNA is synthetic DNA. What does that mean?
Jesus.
What does that fucking mean?
Abomination.
Synthetic, synthetic. How can you have synthetic DNA, right? So there it is. And so we're wondering how much technology is in this. That's where the rabbit hole gets deeper, and that's where I get in trouble. So I can't go much further. That's why I am starting to write books and shit.
I
I
think
can't say
people
anything
lack
here.
the seriousness of the situation. It's like Noah times, you know, when the Nephilims were corrupting the daughters of men. The fallen angels were corrupting the daughters of men and making Nephilims the giants, and God had to sweep the earth with the flood and
That's
only
how.
leave
That's
Noah's
where
family.
trilogy came from.
So we're talking about like 1 in 14 people. I'm gonna tell you something scary right now. You know I've been to the Georgia Guidestones, right? So I did
No.
the numbers.
What? Did
Uh
you do a video?
yeah, I've been there.
Did you do a
So
video there?
yeah, I did. I'll tag you there.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I
Oh my
put it
God,
on
do
the
it.
Lecture United States recently if you go down a little. But
Oh, I'm
yeah,
so pumped
TikTok
right
is not
now.
giving me the clout anymore. So
Oh,
that's
I'm
why.
gonna give you. I'm gonna give you the clout, bro. Your
Oh,
videos,
thanks,
dude.
bro.
I pulled 12 million in Instagram last week. 12 million views on Instagram.
Bro, if you were monetized off my videos on Facebook alone, you're getting annoying, bro, because I was sitting next to a friend, right, at a gathering, and he's scrolling through his reels. You popped up. I was like, dog, like this guy is everywhere, and it's with my video. So I was thinking to myself, you'll be rich if you had it monetized, bro.
I know, and they don't let me monetize because I've been reported as, I'm on warning on Facebook, of course. Of
Mm,
course I am. And it's only for one video. They
but it's
find
great.
one video in there and they fact check it and then they shut my whole account down. They
Yeah, but
restrict me
you know God is on your side when you still get clout after all that,
when I
you
still
know?
get millions. That's right. I
Hmm.
still got millions on Facebook while I was
You're
on
still doing the
restriction.
most important thing, which is God's work, you know? You're like a vessel to God. That's what we should worry about every day, you know? Like I wake up some days and I'm like, God, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just use me as your vessel. And it happens. Starts happening, you know? You get angry about a 5G tower. It's probably divine energy getting into you, you know? Like that's why you
Yes,
see me running and screaming sometimes, because bro, it gets on my
that energy. That's right. That's 100% facts, bro. This world's a trick, you guys. This world is synthetic. I think it's exciting. You know why? Because the way I was looking at this world, I was like, this can't be everything. You know what I mean? I was the same
oh
way about God. I didn't believe
oh
in
wait,
God. I
I
I got
was gonna
tricked by
tell
the
you.
church. You know what I mean? So I stopped believing in
I
God,
forgot to
bro.
tell you the perfect job that they have done. So in the Georgia Guidestones, they say they want to leave Earth to down to 500 million. When I look into my pages, 1 in 14 people follows my page. The ones that visit my page, 1 out of 14 people that visit my page joins my page. Why? Well, obviously because they didn't take whatever was in 2020. My content is unbearable for whoever took whatever was in 2020. So you divide the Earth's population, which is 7 billion, by 14, you get 500 million. And that's the number that they were leaving in the Georgia Guidestones. So you're telling me that these people were so accurate with their job, you know? They have AI running simulations trillions of times. They know exactly what's going to happen before they even do it. It's messed up. Like, you're not going to like to hear this, but AI knows you better than you know yourself. So let's
Bro,
say today you don't have the money for something in your life, you're having financial struggles. All you're gonna get in your feed eventually is like some guy at your age, like a peer looking like you or something, being successful. AI wants us to grow depressed, gaslighting us into being depressed. I could not fathom how many stories I find on the darknet of people who committed unaliving because of their feed. AI is gang stalking people on a personal level, sending them into deep depressions. You're alone, you don't have a loved one. All you see is happy people, or one of those people giving you relationship advices. AI is ruining people's minds, bro. And if they don't have the discernment from God, they're gonna get lost so fast.
bingo, bingo. That's it. And how do you get discernment from God? Do you just get it? No. Does it just come to you? No. How do you get it? You have to work for it, right?
Prayer without action is
Because
dead.
that's right. And what is the action? What do you need to do? Because because it's all about getting to the spirit, right? It's all about getting to your how what the hell has gotten you to this far in your life? You think that has been you, your brain, or your programming? How have you survived in this world? It sure as fuck wasn't you, because we had no chance from what we were taught. We had no chance of getting through this world with what we were taught. So what happens? You have to learn that it's almost the opposite. And how do you learn that? And how do you get guided by that? You get closer to your spirit. How do you do that? Study what I do. I'm so close to my spirit, bro. I'm almost fucking flying. Why? Because it's important. Why? Because I care so much about it, and it's my hobby now. You
It's
know
a
what I'm
fact I
saying?
don't like to accept,
I'm an
but
addict, bro. I'm an addict. So instead of just smoking crack or drinking beer, I'm addicted to my connecting to my spirit. Isn't that wild? So as I
I
do this, how do I do it? How did I fall into being so connected to my spirit?
you eat
I
right,
started
you don't consume shit,
I
you know?
started giving up. I started giving up the shit that ain't serving me, that's bogging me down in this matrix. And it all adds up, and you don't see it for what it is because it's a combination of a bunch of toxic, low chakra, right? We're down in the lower red and orange chakras. Well, isn't that a coincidence? Look at here. You see what I'm saying? We're stuck in these chakras, these sexual, these desire, ego chakras,
I don't
right?
jerk
And
off
as
anymore.
you, huh?
No more porn for me. I don't jerk off anymore. I
Good
quit
job.
that.
Good job. Don't even mess
I,
with it unless
you,
it's
you
with your
know,
signature only.
you, you were
Your
the
twin
first
flame.
guy to ever tell me that on a live one day to not be doing that shit because
Good.
it's like the fastest way to get further away from your third eye.
Boom.
But
Boom.
then
Boom.
I
Boom.
also have a wife now, so like, I'm not down
That's
with
okay.
adultery, so I just simply don't do it anymore.
Yes, and when you do partake, it's an
Bro,
exchange of
I
energy with your
feel
twin
like
flame.
freaking lifting weights. I feel like a monster. It's like, if I don't see my girl for a week, I just want to rage. It's like this matrix is keeping us from our male true powers, like we're giving up our seed, our whole energy. After you jerk off,
We're in
all
the
you do
chakra.
is get hungry and then eat. And
Yep,
then you grow a belly, all
that's
that depressing shit.
that's the red chakra, right? Is the gut, or that's the orange chakra, right? Which other? So we're stuck in this food and sex and ego chakra, right? So like I was saying, when you do partake in exerting your energy as a man and a woman, right? It needs to be in exchange with the twin flame. That better be the right person that you're exchanging that energy with. If you're with someone who ain't the right person for you, they're draining your energy. And they're going to take that, and you are going to need to recuperate that energy. And if you're running around in the matrix, chugging beers and smoking cigs like I used to, kind of, your energy is not going to come back to you. So you're going to start going lower in the levels of consciousness. Now you're going to be stuck in these lower chakras, right? Instead of evolving and elevating and raising your chakras, right? Raise the Lord. They say praise the Lord. It's raise the lowers. Raise up the lower chakras. Go up into the third eye chakra. How do you get there? You better not be drinking tap water. You better not
Never.
be taking 5 hour showers in hot chlorine tap water. You know what
Got a
I'm saying?
filter.
And then it goes from there. As you start to clean, you start to go up the levels of consciousness because you are exerting these things that are bogging you down, guys. So we start with getting out of the lower chakras. How? We fix the gut. Are you eating a bunch of food that doesn't digest? Because if you're eating wheat, corn, soy, oats, rice, if you're eating these fake things, then these are not digesting. These are going to crash your lower chakra, your gut chakra. This is a physical and a spiritual thing. These chakras are what connect the spiritual and physical worlds. So this chakra is a physical in your body, right? Your gut. So if you're trashing the gut, it is affecting your spirituality. So we need to learn to evolve up these chakras, raise the lowers, praise the Lord, right? Raise the lowers. So we got to get out of these lower chakras, guys. Let's evolve. Let's give up the things that aren't serving us. All the things that are negative in this world. Guess what? 95% of the shit going down in this world is toxic, and it's destroying your chakras. It's destroying your spirituality. So how do you fix that? Go out in nature, ground, get in the sun. All the stupid shit you don't want to do because it doesn't seem significant. Start doing the shit that you don't want to do.
I talking about grounding. If I go more than 7 days without putting my foot on the ground at least 30 minutes, I instantly grow allergies, bro. My nose gets clogged for like for a cat. But if I put my feet on the ground, 30 minutes, my nose unclogs and I can grab a cat with no allergies. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, I used to think it was bullshit until I don't have allergies no more. None. I don't know nothing. Like nose is wide open.
I believe it. And what it's doing is it's a lot it's helping us mitigate the inflammation we take. Right? So all we do is take inflammation all day. You wake up in the morning, you sleep at night, you're taking inflammation. You're getting got by Wi-Fi, you're getting got by signals coming in, going to your neighbor's house, you're getting got by the EMFs all around you. If you got your phone plugged in next to your head with your Wi-Fi on, you're literally grilling yourself. And it sucks. It's like, no, well, I need my alarm or I need my phone, blah, 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 blah. You know what? You got to pick and choose. You know what I'm
Look at
saying?
my look at my window right here, my balcony.
Yes. Yes. You got
It's
the
going
foils.
crazy.
Let's
Going
go.
crazy.
Let's
Going
go.
crazy on
Tinfoil
that, bro.
soldiers. Tinfoil soldiers. So what's the point of that? It's better safe than sorry. You know, I like the padding you can do in your home. You can put it over your walls and you can pad because you've got EMF emitting from even the wires. Even though those wires are insulated with plastic, the EMF can protrude through. That's an odd coincidence. So your EMF is literally radiating. The longer you're in your home, the longer you're being grilled by
Oh
radiation.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And so the whole point I was getting at real quick with that
Bro,
was
you're
if
not
if
gonna
you're
like this, but I had the 10G Xfinity box and my hair was falling.
yeah,
I had to call Xfinity and cancel that one. I had to
downgrade.
cancel the box because I started
Yeah.
like waking up with hair on the bed and I'm like, what is going on? I went to the doctor, my blood was perfect. Nothing that could be like, like you're probably just aging. But I didn't want to accept that, so I started watching your videos because I know you gained your hair back. But it was the
Well, kind of.
10G.
I stopped losing it. That was the point. I stopped losing my hair. So when I was sick, I was losing it very rapidly.
No, I
And
be
then when I
praising you.
came,
I praise you to my girl, and I'm like, nah, man. Only Elon Musk gained his hair back, but this guy did it without money, dog.
some things you can't reverse, really. You can, but it takes more. So, like, if you lose a tooth, bro, you lost that tooth. You can try to regrow one, and you can believe it and all that, and maybe one day you can. But there's certain things we do with this damage. Why do you think I'm so adamant and so serious about what happened to me? You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you caused permanent fucking damage to your body, man. I'm an example. You know what I
At the
mean?
end of the day, it's a miracle that me and you still have a brain that functions besides all the things they have done to
It's
us. And it's
Yes.
only through the grace of God that we made it this far. Let's be honest. Like we should be dead.
It's that, and it's the ability, the body and mind and spirit's innate ability to heal. When you pull the dagger out of the wound, that's what I was trying to get at earlier. With the inflammation, we're taking inflammation at every angle, all day, every day. Don't matter how clean you are, bro. I fast most of the time, and I'm outdoors, but I'm still getting got by them. Even if I step outside, I'm getting got. I'm breathing their fumes. I'm breathing their clouds. Fucking, it don't end. I'm getting CERN radiation, microwave radiation, whatever. So what do? You let the body heal. So you're doing things like grounding, where you have to believe and know the facts and how important grounding really truly is. So you're doing things like grounding to mitigate that inflammation. You're doing things like fasting to allow the body to recuperate. Right? This is God's vessel. Are we really treating our bodies as God's vessel? If you sit there all day
You
consciously,
ever wonder if the Tartaria buildings were meant to recharge us? You know,
oh
not really
fuck
give us
yeah.
free electricity, but when people went in there and they came out like I don't know if you believe in this, but
Plus we were giants, bro.
I seen a video where this guy was so holy that his skin was shining like if it was gold on his skin. The
I
theory is
believe it.
that those temples would leave you shining. You know, like there's gold particles in your feces. We produce gold in our body. So when you get so holy, so highly connected to the Almighty, you literally shine. Just like Moses when he went to see
Crystalline.
Jesus, and when he went to see
Crystal.
God up in the mountain and he came back glowing to the people. They took that away from us, bro. They don't want us like ascending, getting really
Yeah.
close to the Creator. I don't know
Yeah.
how they did it, bro. It's so crazy. Like in the 1800s, you got all these buildings. It seems like people disappeared. You know, they
Yep.
got rid of so many things, all those giants that turned into stone. I'm still trying to figure out what really went down.
Yeah.
You know, one thing is for
Yeah.
sure. What happened in 2020 was a repetition of 1920s. If you look back in history, you know, they also had a jab down there. Uh, we the reason why they hide history from us is because it's going to repeat itself. I think they reset us once we figure out free energy. Because if we have free energy, then we can go to other endeavors in life instead of working. We can worry about loving one another. And I mean, things would just work for free, right? If there was free energy. If we
Bingo.
figure out free
Bingo.
energy,
That's the
they'll get
truth.
rid of us again and
It's
reset
like
us
being
back to
it's like
zero.
being a kid. We should be in a kid all of this whole existence. What does that mean? The kid, they get to play 90% of
Oh,
the day and they work.
somebody just said something here. Oh, the smallpox. I have a point here. Nobody that I know, including me as a child when I had chicken pox, nobody gets the chicken pox before they have their first jabs. They only get chicken pox after they get the jab. You ever know that? You know?
I've no
But how does
I have
nobody
it's that nobody's
how
really getting them no more.
but no, but how does nobody
You notice
realize
that?
that? You get the chicken pox after you get the jab, not before it. So how does nobody connect it?
That's a good point, bro. That's truth. I believe that.
I took the chicken pox jab when I was a child. I didn't have any choice. I was in Brazil, you know, like my mom took me there. But
Yep.
now after 2020, I realized nobody gets chicken pox before
Yeah.
they get their, you know?
Yep. That makes sense. You know what I mean? That makes sense, bro. And it's another one of those things, kind of like the flu too. It's like, dude, I never got that. I stopped getting that a long time ago when I woke up the first time, and then it's like people that are taking it got it a lot more than I have. That's weird. Well, what's in it? Actually, it's got the flu in it. Oh, okay. Let's just put that in there with some mercury and stuff and call it good. You know what I'm saying? Like once I read about that, the flu one, I saw in there that it was there's mercury in it. I was just like, all right, I don't get it. Why is there mercury in this? Okay, later. I'm out of here. Why would I knowingly do that? You know what I mean? And I'm lucky that I had that, and it like you say, it's a blessing because with all the things that I've been got by, if I had added that in there, I'd be done. I'd be doing this whole thing over again. I'd be doing this whole existence on this planet over again, learning all the same lessons all over again because I learned them in almost every way except that. So I got
Yeah.
blessed. It's like, hey, I chose to try to help the
Bro,
people, so God spared me.
bro,
If I
just put
didn't
it this
choose my
way. You
calling,
already you already made it, bro. You're not jabbed. That's it. Like, you're
but
saved.
not
Like,
necessarily
there's
because they're putting it in stuff, bro. You know that I had to get my mercury taken out
Yeah,
of my
but
tooth, right?
can they really alter your DNA through injection though? I think there's only possible through injection.
No, it's not. Let me finish real quick. Check
They
this out.
can damage it. They can damage the DNA, but not like literally
Oh,
rewriting
it
the
goes into your
DNA
bloodstream.
requires
It
an
goes into your
injection.
blood. It go your food goes into your blood can go into your bloodstream, especially if you have a leaky gut with the foods that we eat that cause our leaky guts.
Bro,
You can get it straight into
they
the
just
blood.
came out with C19 lettuce. So if they're
Yep.
telling you that, it's because it's already in your McDonald's burger. Come on, that's just if they're telling
It's
you it's because they already been doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And but the point I was getting at, bro, is you got to be extra keen out here. You know why? Because I just had all my mercury taken out, and they had to shoot me with the numbing agent, right? Which I didn't want. I don't like that shit. But I figured, hey, it's not like medication. It's not a narcotic. You know what I'm saying? Let me get it so I can get this done with and get out of this place. I'll never be back, right? Well, after I got those fucking numbing agents put in my gums, guess what I learned later? That they were putting in the numbing dental agent. I know that it was done? No. But could it have been? Yes. Do you see what I'm saying here, man? So if we're not fucking keen and we don't spread this knowledge, then they're going to get us. It don't matter what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that plays right into the role. Oh, you're here in the dentistry? Well, that's probably because you sat here and you continued to consume all the things that were not serving you, and now you're getting your teeth pulled out of your head, and that's because you're over here eating Lucifer's cookies and watching the Freemason Disney Channel. You see what I'm saying? So then you're in there, so you deserve to get it now, douchebag. That's how they do it. And now it's like, bro, did I just get stabbed? I don't know. I'm praying that
Not
they didn't put it in there yet, in mine.
Not only that, they tell you they're going to do it, and then they actually do it, and then you sit there and do nothing about stopping them, which leaves them off the karma that they're supposed to suffer. They think so. They think they're clowning God, but I believe they can't. They're gonna pay for what they're doing. Not now. God is letting them think they're getting away with it because it's part of the purpose. Like for as
Exactly.
hard as it is for us to understand it, every
Yes.
evil that happens is for a greater good. So God only
Yes.
allowed this to happen to prove us
Boom.
that he's all powerful. There's a
Boom.
purpose to all this.
You just broke down the whole entire existence of the human race. Seriously, there's 32 people in here. That's a joke, dude. There should be 3,000. There should be 30,000. You seriously just broke down the entire existence on this earth and why things happen the way they are. Oh, if there's a God, then why is he allowing all this? Dude, you know what? Are you that kid that got hurt or are you that person? No, they're going through everything for their own reasons. You know, if you've been through any trauma, I've been through so many traumas. And it's like, oh, I'm a victim, poor me, poor this. But then I learned, dude, those traumas made me who I was. I was able to now project this information, this experience, and try to save people from having a little better, keep them having a little better experience on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So the whole idea is exactly, bro. These evil doers that we don't like, that we hate,
Bro, I've been using this in my
they
whole
are
life.
necessary evils.
Like
Why?
there's been many times where I'm gonna go like, not have my rent money and
Go into
like,
fear and
like
stress.
I just know that things are gonna fall apart. So what do? Is I get to work, I do my absolute best while praying to God to make a solution. And sometimes it hits me the depression to know that, damn, even if I work as hard as I can, I'm not gonna make it to the rent. So I still keep doing my best, but I look up to God and I'm like, you already know I'm gonna fail. So I leave it up to you. I'm already doing my best. I already did the prayer. And bro, things happen, bro. But you gotta have faith. Like there's been times where I found the money on the floor, bro.
Yes,
The
yes, yes.
like
That's
the
so,
ins-
so, so true, bro.
Bro, I
And
needed
this is
thirteen
the
hundred
thing.
dollars for the rent, and I found
Yeah,
$1,300 on the floor.
dude.
Like you can't make that shit up.
So,
Like it happened
same
to
with
me,
me.
and I was
Same
just
with
like, I
me.
was at peace. I was at peace with the possibility of going homeless. I came to peace. I was like, if God wants that to happen, it's because it's meant to happen. I was excited for it because I was like, what kind of experiences may I go through if that happens? But it didn't happen. But and that's when I knew that you just gotta have the faith that
Yeah.
God has got
Bingo.
you.
Bingo.
And sometimes when
And
you
how
pray,
many
he,
times does that happen to where it's like you can't deny it? Dude,
no, you
I've had
can't.
that happen to me so many times. There's not a
As a
coincidence that
child in
people like you
Brazil,
and I are,
I
bro.
was a starving child in Brazil when I was growing up. It would be like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
My mom would tell me
Right.
like, "Yo, there's no food. You're not gonna eat today."
Yep.
So
Me too.
I would
Me too.
grab the Bible and go up to people and be like, "Oh, can I open the Bible and see if a verse comes out for you?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, whatever." Bro, every time I open the Bible in front of somebody and I say that, it's a verse directed to them. It's like aimed, like 100% precision. Like
Like
they
I'm
always
reading.
told me like, "Yo, how come you telling me that? I just went through something hard in my life." And I'm like, It's God." And that then they'll give me tips. That's when I already knew from very young age that God is real, because you can't possibly open the Bible a million times and it's always a directed message to the person that you're opening it for.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
exactly.
so you just gotta have faith, bro. And sometimes people don't get this. You ask something for God and He always answers, but the answer sometimes is no. You know,
Yeah.
God.
You got to understand that too,
In
huh?
2020, I had $80,000, and I was heading to my million. I was really good at making money, bro. I made that out of $700. I remember I was growing arrogant and thinking that bro, you give me $10 and I think I'm the president of the United States, like I think I'm the shit. So, I told God one day, I was like, if I'm really gonna lose myself, take it all away from me, bro. I kid you not, it was a week later. I didn't even have 1,000 on me. I lost everything, everything. And only now in 2023, I realized it was for the better, because I would have been not the person that I am right now. I
Yeah.
would have not gotten on TikTok. I would have not tried to wake people up. I would have been an unjabbed guy who's lost his soul still. So just because you're not jabbed, you could still lose your soul out of arrogance, thinking you're some shit better than others. You're not.
Definitely.
I was brought down to my very, very humble. I gained weight, lost the money, lost the job, lost the girl. I
Hmm.
was going through everything. God just wiped me out and started
Me
all
too.
over again, bro.
Me too. I
Sometimes
lost
when
my
you
whole
ask,
family and shit, bro, and
so
and I got it back, but yeah.
sometimes people have this misconception that getting close to God will make things better. No, sometimes He's gonna have to destroy everything in order to rebuild you. And
Yes, sir.
getting close to God means a lot of gang stalking. And this is where the hardest part comes. You are so holy right now that these demons cannot penetrate you. They cannot make you upset. So what
Yep.
did they do? They go to your mother, your brother, and sister, and they attack you. They try to get you out of character. And as soon as you lose your cool, these demons have a portal to get inside your body and also mess with you. So what your discernment must be, what Jesus told you. If they slap you one side of the face, give them the other. You know why? Because they are being attacked, they're being penetrated by demons. Or maybe because of you, they can't mess with you, so they're going to your near loved ones. So have mercy on them, because they're being messed with, because you are impenetrable. Your
Bingo.
job is to make them realize the same thing so they can be a fighter like you are.
Boom.
So it's hard, because you have somebody trying to cause damage to you, and for you to have enough discernment to realize that the demons went from you to them,
Yes.
and still feel sorry for them, but you have to know the whole spectrum. You see, in church, they won't tell you the whole spectrum. They just tell you to love your enemy. That's crazy,
Bingo.
because I don't know why I should love my enemy. I should love my
Yes.
enemy because he's under siege. He's being
Yes.
attacked by these demons because I'm impenetrable.
Yes. Bingo. That's so good. And that's so true. And this is where I elaborate more on the fact that this Bible and this religion, this Christianity shit is there to trick you. There's
They are.
so much truth hidden in there, but then there's a bunch of nuance that's confusing, right? And it
Exactly.
programs us. And it programs us. And then we go to the church when we were young, we go to the youth group, blah, blah, blah. We listen and let them indoctrinate us just like the schools did. So it's like you guys got to know how to pick out the important pieces, right? You got to know how to pick something apart. Like
How
read
they tell
between
us,
the
how
lines.
another thing that the church misguides us is telling us, oh, give without expecting anything back. What do you think I am, a clown? If I'm giving, it's because I expect something back. So let
No
me
way.
explain further. Let me explain further. Is if you're giving, it should be under secrecy, because if you seek attention from this world, like how people sometimes give on social media to homeless people or something like that, it should be out under secrecy. And it's not even a sin if you get clout for it. But God tells you this in the Bible. He says that if you seek attention from this world in any manner or form when you give, you will have gotten all the gifts you will ever have. But now, if you give in under secrecy without seeking anybody's knowledge about it, God will reward you. And it's not always money. It could be your health, wisdom, and all that. So always give under secrecy. God always gives back in ways you could not believe. But yeah, it's right to expect something back, but from God, not the person that you're helping. That is already no. You're doing it because you're getting a blessing from God. You most likely never gonna see that dude again. He's not even gonna thank you when he becomes a billionaire after you helped him out. And that's okay, because God is going to avenge that. God is going to look at him and be like, hey, you didn't look out for the guy who helped you. Now I'm gonna leave that to God. He's gonna reward you, bro. And money isn't a way of blessing, bro, because it's so hard for you to go save money. So what
Yep,
I'm saying,
exactly. That's what I was gonna say, bro. So
and
if
I get
so,
cursed,
let's.
bro. Sometimes when I give money to bums, I try to do it under secrecy, right? Bro, our car is always passing by and I get seen, bro. I get so mad about that. I keep missing out on my divine gift. The devil is always there. It's like, somebody saw you giving that money. I hate that, bro. I'm like, I go
Yeah.
crazy. But it's
Yes.
funny because
I want.
like when you want the attention from the world for giving that dollar, you really don't get it. But when you try to do it
Yep.
under secrecy, these
Yep.
demons are gonna make it happen. So somebody sees you, and then you miss out your blessing from God. It's crazy.
Yes. You're right. And there was one part I really wanted to touch on real quick while I have you and Light Warrior in here. I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys, if you're chosen or if you're star seed or whatever you want to call it, if you're beyond just the basic person in this fake world, I'm gonna tell you right now, you probably have been broke. We've all been, dude, all the star seeds I've ever met or known, they've all had money issues, and there's a very good reason for that.
Bro,
It's because we're too smart to sell our soul for that money. If you don't sell your soul almost for this money in this world, then you're not gonna be rich. You're gonna get by, right? You're gonna get the rent for month to month. You know what I'm saying? That's why do you think that you're getting that rent money? Like you said, you're following God, you're keeping the faith, right? So you're letting God fucking guide and take care of you. And that's scary as shit in this matrix. That's terrifying. If you're not chasing money, if you're not all about money, then you are failing as far as this matrix is concerned. If you're not about your money, listen to the rap song. You better be about that money first, bitches later. Fuck you, money, 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 right? But you always saw money for what it was. And you said, bro, I'm not selling my soul for this shit. Do you know what I'm saying? You said, I'm not selling my soul for this money. I am going to keep enjoying this experience because this is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be an experience.
I always thought it
Right?
was crazy when they asked me in school, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? Dude,
Me
I don't
too.
know. I'm gonna
Me
change my mind
too.
the first week.
Me too. I never gave them an answer because I
Like,
not
that's
only did I
crazy.
not believe in their
That's
system,
crazy.
yep. Not only did I not believe in their shit, but I
It's
also
like
didn't
branding,
want to. Why do
Oh,
I want to sign my life away on one thing? Oh, I'm going to be a plumber. I'm going to be a fireman. That's cute. You're a fireman. That's great. We need firemen. Thank you for your service. But me, that's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Signing my life on one thing and saying you're going to be a fireman for your whole life. No, I don't want to be. And you don't have to be. You can choose a different profession, but this is the programming. They want you to be a slave. So the way I look at it is I don't want to be a fireman. Why? Well, because they have glory, but then they also have 90% of their job is sitting around stuck in some building.
this guy Christian wants to get in here really bad. He's
Yeah,
like begging in the
I
chat.
did see that. I did see that, but you and I, we were kind of going hard back and forth. So I wanted to just let us
My
kind
bad
of
if I
get that out.
interrupt you too much, bro. It's like when I'm with you, it's like a weird
We're,
connection. No homo,
we're
bro.
channeling. We're star seeds channeling, bro.
My girl
Ask,
even just
ask,
told me,
ask.
My girl,
Ask Light Warrior.
she was watching the live. She says like, you guys are so alike.
Yeah, we are. We're starseeds. And what? Wait till you get to know Light Warrior here. This guy is my number one brother. I'm telling you, this guy, he can teach us all so much.
I'm
He's
gonna
going to
follow
teach us
him. Oh,
all
I
so
already
much.
follow him for sure. Oh no, I don't. I'm following.
Yeah, you guys follow
Hey
like
guys, how are you guys doing?
follow this man.
Hey
Trust me.
brothers.
Trust me. What's up, bro?
Hey, how are you, Electro
Let's
Miami? And how are
let
I'm
me
you,
doing
bring
good,
in
thank
let me
you.
Diplomat?
bring in let me
I'm
bring in
great,
this other homie, but I'm gonna have you mute for a second.
for sure.
On the Christian
For sure.
person.
For sure. You guys are right about the money, I want to add something in here, For example, if you remember the top G, the guy, Andrew Tate, he was encouraging the young generation to chase the money always,
Yep.
He's
I
not,
fell for that. I made money off his program. I fell for that.
oh, okay. So you sign up for his school,
Mm-hmm.
like
The problem
university?
is everybody who joined lost money. I was the only one who made it. It was a pyramid scheme. So everybody
Yeah.
looks at me as if I was the thief now.
I don't think that guy's all that great. I think he's a bot too. I think he's a
Oh,
bot
bro,
that talks about the
he's with the
Matrix and shit.
program. He's with the program, bro.
Yep.
He
Yes, sir.
he
He's a bot. He's
he.
a bot, and he
Yeah.
talks about the Matrix. He tries to get on your truth side, but he's a real good bot.
The guy was about the production, he's just filming
You
everything.
know, his father was in the
Yeah.
CIA. That's just a
Freemason
fact
too,
right there.
right? Freemason too, right?
Yeah, because they
There you
call
go.
like yeah,
Dots connecting.
33. He said he might have 33 cars, and the name is his name was Top G. Top G means you see the G in the Masonic logo.
Ah, that makes
Bingo.
sense now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Bro, see,
Top
I told
G.
Mm,
you this guy's got it, bro. He's got the missing links. We all have our own links.
damn, that just opens a lot of doors.
Yeah, yeah. So
Top
the
G.
guys, yeah, and they said they silenced him, and his game finished, but he just comes up, and his game's just done, and it's time over, and now they just come up and they play with the people mind, ultra mind, it's called mind. Uh, ultra mind, controlling the mind, as you see in the concerts. Oh, the new download that comes out recently, everyone talking about the concerts and the music festivals. I've seen one, it's called Tomorrowland, and it's all about the energy siphoning, it's gonna siphon people energy toward their goals.
Right on. Why don't we let Christian speak real quick here? What you got to say, fam?
Hey brothers, yeah, I was just letting you guys say in your piece. Yeah, I was listening to you. I know Electro for a while. I don't know how. I think Electro forgot about me. But Electro on Mercury. I don't know if you know him. He had some kind of doctor or something the other day, showing on the computer. I don't know what it is. I'm not a doctor or anything, but showing how the purple light vines are in our bodies. And I wish I can get Electro on here so we can show us the diagram. But they're showing. I don't know what type of office you do that with a doctor or the what, but the same purple light thing, as in some kind of like the computer thing. I'm not into that stuff. I don't know too much about it, but you know what the purple lights is. I just want to let you know, like, yeah, it's definitely confirmed. And yeah, so anybody else, I don't know what happened to Electro, but anything else, like,
I'm here.
if you're in your own cities or towns, like, you guys have to get it together, like, build your communities, get out of the cities, and sell your houses because I don't understand. People think you own your house. You don't own your house. When you're mortgaging, it's just like renting. They can take it away anytime. It's just
Unless
like the
you
car.
bury a loved one in there and then you don't pay taxes anymore.
Uh,
And just start
If you
building your
have a
towns
loved
and
one
build.
in your house, uh, it becomes tax exempt because it's a cemetery and you don't pay taxes in your house forever.
Hmm.
That's the only way for you to not pay taxes on your house and actually own it
Hmm.
or
I
be a
didn't know that.
church or a Native American, one of the three.
Yeah, they're gonna start shutting down the churches too, though, because they've been shutting down the churches. They've been arresting people, preaching the Bible all around the world, arresting them.
All the
So it's
churches
not a
that are
fun.
being
You guys
closed
know what
is
mortgage
because they
stands
don't want.
for?
Did you know that churches that
You know
deny
what?
the 5G, have you seen the churches having 5G towers? If they deny the 5G
I
tower, they
think I
lose
think
their
they're
tax
6G now,
exemption.
brother.
آها
I
خورش
think they're
کنی؟
6G
خب من
towers
میرم
now. I
میگیرم
don't think
میام.
they're 5G. Like they're all
من
over the
میرم
damn
میگیرم
place. It's like almost like every 2 blocks you see them now. And the purple lights I've seen, and I don't know if anybody here is in Ontario,
Well,
but if you go
that's the
by
problem.
Ajax,
Everybody, the blue lights only made me famous, bro. The truth here is it's all LED lights. Why do you think they made the candle or the incandescent bulb illegal? Because it mimics the sun. It gives you real heat, it's healthy for you. The LED lights are gonna mess us up so badly, guys. Give it 10 years,
and
we're gonna
we're
be
not
as
even gonna
dumb as
make
a
10 years,
rock.
brother.
A rock.
We're not even gonna make 10 years, man. You ain't not even having it in Ontario by Ajax. Like I don't know if anybody here is in Ontario, but if you drive by Ajax right now, you'll see. 'Cause I was dropping off my stepdaughter to Durham College, and where I'm coming back on the highway, I could see the purple lights where the hell they are on a bridge that was just built a few years ago to cross from the GO station to go into the mall, and you see the lights at the side of the mall. So it's not they're saying, oh, the lights or what do you call it? They're getting old or whatever crap they're saying. It's not that. These lights are new. So this is coming everywhere. And
Bro,
um,
all LED lights interfere with radio transmission. That tells you enough.
exactly.
There's a FCC warning in the back. You know why? Because otherwise they wouldn't be able to sell it. It goes against their own laws. They had to find a way around it. Just like the iPhones, for example, there's a warning on the box of the iPhone when you buy it to say that if you're gonna talk on the phone without a headset, it should keep it at 1 inch away from your head. Otherwise, the FCC wasn't allowed to let them sell it. So in order to go around it, they tell you to hold the phone an inch from your head. But you cannot hear the phone if you're holding it an inch from your head. That's bullshit. They just want to fry us.
Just like me right now with
Just the phone
my
being
phone's a
near you.
4G.
I'm gonna
I
tell you
don't
guys
care
real
about having.
quick. If you're 5 feet within your cell phone, it's getting you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do the Shun guy and shit. That helps, but it's still coming in. There's still signals coming through you into that phone, even on a speakerphone, even on Bluetooth, any of that,
I'm
fam.
I'm gonna tell you a
Just be
scary truth
mindful.
right
I'm on
now.
a phone right now. That's why I ground. This is why I say you have to heal this inflammation. How do you do it? You do the
I'm gonna
shit
Yeah,
tell
that
you
they
a
tell you
truth
not
right
to
yeah.
do.
now.
I just heard something this morning.
According
Sorry,
to the
guys.
FCC, zero point
Mm.
0.2 EMF radiation is what's the limit that's allowed for the body. So I measure my iPhone. It goes to 10 EMF. So zero point 0.2 to get to 1 is 5 times. So to 10 is 50. The phone is
And,
50 times more radiation than what's allowed by the FCC. The only
yeah,
reason you're allowed to have it is because you're gonna hold it an inch from your head. LOL.
yeah, it's still getting us, and it's stronger
And,
as you get closer. It's
and
especially if it's charging. Just be mindful of these things. You know,
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is be holding your phone while it charges. That's the worst thing you can possibly do.
I know I hate
and
that. I have to do it sometimes. If
Hmm
I can't do my work. That's why I sit out and ground for fucking
I
4 hours,
don't know
five
if you
hours.
have an iPhone, but when they get hot, it's not just hitting your skin. You can feel it inside your bone. It's radiation heat. It's not your
Yes,
normal.
you know that I know somebody that was wearing the smartwatch and it fucking burned her arm. It burned a circle in her fucking arm from the heartbeat sensor and shit, and,
Uh,
and into her wrist,
my
into
mother
her.
had tendonitis after the you know what. So I told her, yo, stop using that smartwatch because that's like, messing with your ear. Bro, as soon as she didn't wear the smartwatch anymore, her earaches were gone.
yeah, we had 2 warehouses in Ontario in the past week. I don't know if people realize that had a lot of toxic materials. And one thing I'm trying to understand this morning on CP24, and it's about the other factory that was burning down that had toxic materials in it. They said lubricant is a toxic material. Is that true?
Oh, lube?
Yeah, lubricant. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Lube?
Well,
What
why do
is
they
it?
use that in
Petroleum?
condoms then?
Petroleum jelly? It's crude oil. It's gasoline. Petroleum is gasoline.
Mm.
That's what petroleum based products, petroleum jelly, petroleum red dye 40, petroleum based sweeteners, petroleum or flavors. A lot of the artificial flavors are petroleum based. Same shit. It all goes. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. The whole rabbit holes of all the foods, all the ingredients, everything goes all the way. It funnels all the way down into crude oil. What is crude oil? Petroleum. What is everything made of, and what is everything run on in this world? Petroleum. So what are we consuming? Petroleum. What are the meds made of? Petroleum. What are a lot of vitamins made of? Petroleum.
You know
What
that
is
was the
red dye?
Rockefellers,
What is
right?
red dye 40 exactly? What is it? Nobody thinks. What the fuck is it?
I have no idea.
It's fucking petroleum.
When
What's
I hear somebody,
petroleum? The shit burning in your gas tank. You know, if you close the garage door, cars unalive very fast, right? What is your candles made of? You light a bunch of candles in your house, you're vibing. You got the low lights, you're vibing. They're made of petroleum. Okay,
Guys,
so
just let me add
what is
something in
what
the
is
when you
petroleum?
finish.
Real quick. What is
Blood's
petroleum?
earth.
Yeah.
The earth of the
It's
blood
the
of the earth.
blood of the earth. This is the devil's world. So it's the
Oh
devil's
shit.
blood, guys. Think about that for a second. This compound, we would never ever come in contact with this in true nature. Never, dude. This shit's hundreds of feet under the ground, thousands.
Made
Okay,
out of
and it's
dinosaur
how is this
bones.
made? Do
LOL.
we know what petroleum actually is?
They
Real
try to
quick,
convince us that it's a
so you
fossil
guys can
fuel.
project this out.
Fossil fuel. That's
So
the
you guys can share this knowledge. What
no.
is
Just
petroleum?
the
Do you know what
the.
it? Does anybody know what it actually is?
Guys, let me add
Well,
something.
according to the satanic world we live in, it's made out of dinosaur bones that disintegrated
Essentially,
underground. So they call it fossil
essentially,
fuels. I'm so dead.
yes.
It's like who believes
Bingo,
that, bro?
bingo. It's not necessarily dinosaurs. It's plant and animal decomposed matter. And what happens is a very disgusting process in the earth underneath the ocean. So what happens is all these creatures die on the floor of the ocean. You see like the rotted up whales and shit on the bottom. Those all get crushed by the fucking weight of the ocean, right? And it creates a sludge, and they describe it as enormous pressure and heat to create this sludge, right? This black goo. The earth is designed to keep that down there and to keep it there to help the earth will mitigate this poison, right? So they take this out from underneath the ocean, which it's made from extreme weight and heat. Think of the weight of the ocean and the heat of the core of the earth. Think of those mixing and compounding and creating a sludge out of dead animals and creating a black sludge. Then they pull that shit out of the earth and they make everything in this entire matrix out of it. The entire matrix is made of petroleum. The entire world is fucking made of either plastics or plastic
I'm
products.
assuming you don't wear polyester, right?
Hell no.
All right,
Nothing. I stay
because
as
that's made
far
out
away
of
from plastic
plastic.
as I can.
My girl made me stop
Yes,
wearing
exactly.
polyester underwear. She
Another
was
thing
like,
made of plastic.
"No, my girl told me, bro, how my polyester underwear was giving me BPA, and BPA turns
that
me
Yes.
into a
has been
female."
given
I
to you
was
for a long
livid,
time.
bro. I was livid. I was like, "They're turning me into a bee, like a woman." But if you wear
Yes.
polyester, guys, that's
Yes.
BPA
Do
leaching
not.
into your bloodstream. And what people just think BPA, but you know what BPA really does? It lowers your testosterone, and not only that, it gives you female hormones. What,
It destroys the endocrine system, man.
and
It
no
destroys our
What
disrespect
organs.
to
about
women around the
condoms?
world, but the
Your
reason
skin
why
is your
they're
biggest organ. You're
feminizing
putting
us,
petroleum on
the
your
reason
biggest
why
organ.
the reason why they're feminizing us through every way you could think of is because if you destroy the male force, then you took the force that can actually take over a government. They want us weak. So if
Yeah.
you take out the man, then we can no longer protect you, women.
Yes.
Weak and dependent.
Not only
Weak
that,
and
they're throwing us against one another if you look at social media. So very lucky for people who found the right one, who is unjabbed. Stick to that person, guys.
Yes.
Because this.
but
Sorry,
there is
go ahead,
something
guys.
right now. That's why, guys, that's why the uh, spiritual awakening is here. Why? Because when you know you had, it's a detox time. It's a detox season. So when you have a like
One last thing I want to say, sorry. There's a
Yeah.
theory. There's also a theory that the reason why they came with the 2020 thing and they've been dumbing us down to the food and the air and everything is because we're just bowing the shift of an era where there's gonna come you guys have heard about the resonance vibration changing, right? And everybody like freaking out about the resonance. Okay, now also there's gonna be a solar flare. When the solar flare comes, it's gonna change your dimension. You're gonna go 5D. When you go 5D, I don't know, Primal Dead is gonna freaking fly. I'm gonna gain electrical powers. Like this is real, guys. I'm not kidding you. Like some of you are gonna fly, and they wanted to prevent that. So everybody who took that and had their DNA actually altered, they're not gonna benefit from this. And then when it actually happens, they're gonna call us mutants, and it's gonna be just like in the movies where they persecute us for having superpowers. There is that theory.
And
Can
they
I
say
mention
we're the
something real quick
terrorists.
to
We're
those? Can
not
I say
human.
something? Can I say something real quick to those who took this thing? Just real quick, I want to put a PSA out there. If you took this thing, guys, there's 34 people or whatever in this room. Maybe not any of you, but if you did, man, and you are afraid or you're concerned, all you got, the best thing you can do is do everything to be the opposite of that. And by that, I mean you got to try to allow your body to heal and to get rid of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you can or not. But I'll pray for you. And I just want to say though, if you took it, don't just be like, fuck it, I already got it, so I'm just gonna send it. No,
No,
because
Primal
if
Dead,
you know
Primal
better
Dead.
and you learn,
I don't think they've lost their salvation because a lot of these Christians like to throw them in the dark, and be like, "Oh, you don't have any hope right now. You just literally lost any kind of salvation." I think that is wrong because it comes with the sense of knowledge about it. Okay, you can force me to take something, but unless I really know the consequences, then I cannot be guilty of that. So God is gonna judge people by their heart is intent. And none of them are guilty, bro. They didn't know any better because if they did know they will lose their salvation, they wouldn't have done it. The only way
yeah,
for me to tell you to lose your salvation is I'm going to put a chip in your hand. And you damn well know if after the jab, you go ahead and take the mark of the beast, then I'd say, okay, now you lost yourself completely. But no, these
yes,
people still have salvation,
Stop
man.
being
Like,
exactly,
distracted, people out there. Stop being
and also,
distracted.
like, only God can judge, guys.
yeah.
Like, we don't, the only sure thing that we really know is that we're going to die. So be merciful, just be happy that you didn't take it and don't make accusations that you're not really sure of. They didn't lose their salvation. I don't believe so because they didn't know any better. They would have to have
Bingo.
known like the mark of the beast, a chip in their hand. That
Thank
everybody
you,
knows.
thank you. Because we are here for what, Electro, Christian, and Light Warrior. We're here to help
Oh,
the people, help
I
guide the
also I
people. We
also
love
say this. I
everybody,
am a
man.
Christian,
Exactly.
but I am not that guy that's gonna tell you that you're demonic because you're talking about Muslim, the Buddhists, the Jewish. I am above all.
We're all people.
Yeah, I'm above here for above
All
all.
people, man.
That's
Just
right.
because you're not Christian doesn't
The
mean you
world
cannot
is
join
made
my
us
lives or my page. I
divided.
If
love
you
you the
don't love
same.
Exactly.
everyone,
And
you don't love yourself.
if anything,
If you don't love everybody, you don't love
if
your fucking
anything,
self because
if
everybody is
anything,
you and you are everybody. So if
I
you're
like the
selfish,
Jewish people better for some reason. Every time I talk to a Jew, I gain some knowledge I never knew. You know, uh, it, it, it's crazy. I'm Christian, but it's
I think you guys
you have
breaking
to be open
or
minded,
my
guys.
internet.
What makes you great is understanding that we all have differences, but we have a goal here. We need to be free.
And one thing,
right?
like I
That's what we
said, like
fight for.
we're all people. We're all one. Another thing, I know like governments, like forget the governments, the people behind the governments. That's why someone said Rockefeller in there. That's how I know we're talking to the right people. Because when people just talk
Yeah,
about governments, my God, they
yeah.
don't have a clue. It's people behind the government. Stop saying about Trudeau, Biden. Who cares about them? There's people behind them. But the thing is always like this. They did another divide about, the transvestites going into the schools and stuff. That's another divide they're trying to do. People out there, stop going against the LGBT community. They're not all like that. There's a small little group that the governments and the
And who
elites.
are you to judge them for wanting something different than you? We all have vices, man. You are
And
nobody to judge people for
remember, we're
making
all
another.
people for years
I
and
don't
years and
mind
years.
them. I don't mind
Electro, hold up,
anybody
brother.
doing whatever they do as long as they don't mess with the
For
kids.
years
Leave the
and
kids
years and
alone.
years in Canada, when they had the Pride Parade, people went there. They I know my family members did. I never went myself. I know family members did. And they're just trying to divide us. It's another distraction, people. If you're
Exactly.
worried about the kids in the school, just take your kids out of school if that's what you want. But
You
do
know?
not make it to the distraction to the point you're going to be going down to their areas, starting fights, breaking windows, because it's happened in Toronto. Okay, I tried to go down there, and one time they had a march, and I was trying to calm everybody down, say stop. But listen, this is what they want. It's another distraction. Just hold your
Distraction.
front. That's all it is. That's all
Distraction
it
is
is.
if there was top five weapons against us. If there was the top five weapons against mankind, distraction is one of them.
Yep.
Distraction is one of the most fucking significant things going on that nobody talks about, man. When you are following your calling, you learn that you are no longer distracted and you're focused on something, right? You're focused on something. When you hone in, you'll start seeing all the distractions that keep you in them lower chakras, right? Netflix is red, low chakra, right? You're right. It's lab meat, it's low chakra vibes, right?
Yep. Yep.
So we are distracted by all the fucking temptations in this matrix. You're going to the gambling, you're going to the bar, you're going after the women, you are going on Facebook, you're going on Netflix. You're constantly jumping from distraction to distraction so you can aid in your ignorance. If you're in distraction, you are ignorant to all the poison you're putting yourself through, keeping you away from your spirituality, keeping you from evolving as a human being.
And when you mentioned about something about
Distraction is
Netflix,
one of the.
From
I need
distraction,
to make
from
100
distraction
videos.
to conditioning. Just want to add
That
the
oh yeah,
conditioning as well.
together,
although
together.
What's the
although
They work hand
conditioning?
in hand.
Social media is conditioning. You know, social media
They
is
work hand
conditioning.
in hand.
Hey,
It's part of the
you
fabric
scroll
of the
with your
matrix.
finger. You know, they keep you. It's you know, our brain is sensitive, and you know, they know how to design games for our brain. They know how. I see people. They are like, in
Oh yeah,
everywhere they
give them
put
circus and bread and they'll
some
never wake
games,
up.
online
That's
games.
what
You
they've been
know,
doing to us. They give us
yeah.
circus and bread and we'll
Social
never wake
media,
up.
exactly. Circus of bread.
Only
You know,
that it was a lot better back then. They had people fighting literally for their lives. Now it's just people kicking
and
butt. So
I know
boring.
what people say about Netflix here, but let me explain today. Sometimes in movies and TV shows, like they're showing clues and giving people hints of what's going on. But when people watch them, they have no idea. There was even a movie on Netflix the other day was Tyrese from Fast and the Furious, but it's like a cop movie or something. And basically, 10 minutes into the movie, they're driving over the bridge along the friggin' factory. I wish I took a picture of it, but it said that open your eyes, and it was right on the factory and they're crossing the bridge. But people watching the movie, they're not even going to be paying attention to that. They're seeing the person driving. Only the
Wow,
certain amount of people
cool.
that will have their eyes open are going to
Cool.
realize, my God, I saw that. I told the people, but someone like, did you just see that? Go back, go back. I went back, look, it says, oh, why is that in the movie? It doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. It's on the factory going right across. And it's a movie
You're
with Tyrese. It's
conscious.
a new one. It's like a cop movie. The cop saw someone getting shot, and the cops are trying to kill the other officer, and Tyrese is trying to help her. But that part, it doesn't make sense. Why would that be in the movie? But I was in there to give people a clue. Open your
Boom.
eyes.
music.
Wow.
And,
You know, movies is
That's
all
cool.
programming. Movies,
Yeah.
Netflix is all programming. That's why
Yeah.
they spending trillion and trillion dollars on the movies,
Fuck.
and
And
that's
it's
why
free.
they, yeah,
You can
because
download it. You can stream it.
let me break it down 1 minute. You know, how does it work? How the movie work? Movie is you know, if you make a movie for your life, you know, you can manifest everything you have. You know how? You know, you have to pretend. You know,
You're
fake
already
it
there.
until you make it. You have to pretend you are doing this. For example, you go to the, for example, you're buying a house, you have a house near the, you will go for a tour for seeing a beautiful house near the beach, everything you
This is what
want,
I
you know,
tell
everything you
people. They
want.
have this misconception that they have to work hard. No, man. Sometimes you can just go there and take it. Literally.
Yeah.
The world,
Uh,
you own it
no,
just as
there is
much as
no
them.
work hard.
You know, it says it right there in
98%.
the Bible. God gave you control over the earth and the animals in it. It's
You,
yours.
you know, we
It's
have an
yours.
energy. Exactly.
It's yours.
We have
it's, and it's,
we have a God energy within us. You know what most 99% of us, we are not you know, where you put your attention, you
Your
give your
energy.
energy away.
Yep.
You know, that's why, bro, I ask
What
you
is
to,
your
I mean,
attention? What
change
is
that.
your attention? It's
Yeah,
energy.
bro, so I will ask you the primal that please change that background, because if we pay attention to that guy, we will give our power away to this guy, you know? So let's save our energy, let's save our attention, put it toward our goals, you know? Ascension, better life, better earth, you know, not money
I'm
at
in another
all.
trip, bro. I'm literally thinking that we're all going to perish if we don't start doing something to survive what's coming to us. We
Exactly,
need to
brother.
move.
That's
We
I've been
need to.
talking to all the day. Every day I keep telling people, communicate, unite.
I
If
keep
you're in your
telling
own
people
cities and
saving
towns,
money, progressing right now is off the table, guys. Come on. Like okay, let's say I'm wrong, right? I'm planning myself to protect myself from the end of the world into 2030. If nothing happens by then I'm gonna give
before that,
up. I'm gonna go live my normal life and everything. But I think into 2030, you need to be far away
it's gonna
in
happen
some
before that,
mountain
brother. It's gonna
and
happen
try to
before
save
that.
yourself. And above all, be with God, because if you're not with God, it says it right there in the Bible, you're still gonna go. But it says in the Bible also you should head to the mountains.
And
So,
people stop mentioning 2030. Like, let me ask you guys something, okay? If you want to get revenge on somebody that's in your life, you're not going to tell them I'm going to go to your house on Wednesday and I'm going to come after you. You're not going to do that, right? So it's like this. When they say 2030, that's BS. It's going to happen before that, way before that. Our minds are only on 2030, way before that. But like I said, we have to prepare. If you do it by yourself or if you're in your own
No, no.
town,
I mean, if you want to prepare for food or for you know, you have a fear, bro. You know, Christian, you have to, bro. There is no fear. You know, just you have to do more. You know, shadow work, and you have to work on your fear, bro. If you
There's
have
two
only
sides.
fear,
fear.
There's two sides. Hold on a second, real
if
quick.
you
Only
There's
have
two
fear.
fear, you
sides to
have
this.
doubt.
There's two sides to this. There's being smart and keen and prepared and being in fear. And where you put your focus and energy. Remember, I was telling you, like Warrior, the other day. I said, hey, if there's something you got to take care of in your life, and like it's a debt or something, don't be afraid, fam. Don't put energy long, right? Like if you need money for something, focus it long enough to manifest it. And once you get it, you put that away and you
don't
go
don't
back
don't
to
fo-
where you.
I think that I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna have to take you back there. Don't focus on the money. Focus on what you want from the money. Skip the money. You
Exactly.
already skip the money. Then it'll be a lot easier because everybody's
Focus on
after
your
the money.
passion. Money will
No, no,
come.
look, look,
Focus on
it's
your
like this,
passion. Money
guys.
will
It's
come.
like this. You could, in fact, manifest things. But let's say you're trying to manifest the lottery. That's very, very hard. You know how many other trip out heads out there are actually trying to manifest it in a way where you could only imagine like freaking magic? So think about it this way. Just skip the money. You want Ferrari? Think about the Ferrari. Don't think about the money that's gonna take to get the Ferrari. You could just get the Ferrari by somebody giving it to you. Or you could just go there and take it. What stops you? Something could happen. Go network. Go do something, but keep it in your mind. Just don't think about the money. Think about what you want from the money.
You are smart. Exactly. That's it. That's the whole story. But regarding the preparing, you
And
know,
always,
guys.
this is how I put it in my head.
Yeah.
In the beginning, God made Adam, right? And what did God give to Adam? Control over the earth and the animals in it. That means me as well, because I am created by God. I am made in His image.
And you are a creator
Everything is
too.
mine. Everything
God
is
is within
mine.
you. God is
And I
within you, you
cannot
know.
fantasize how many times in my life I never been rich. I always been poor. But I've done the richest people things because I go through situations. I get out there and I'm like, how do I get in there? I cannot tell you how many times I went to clubs I couldn't pay the entrance for, but I walked in because I acted like I was important. Security put their hand in my chest and I'm like, you know who you're talking to? And I walk in, $300 entrances. I always been that guy, guys. You have to know it's yours. What stops you from getting in that club, bro? No, you walk in there like you own it,
It's in here.
and they're not gonna
Everything.
disrespect you.
Everything's in here. Our existence is in here. Our what is hell? What is heaven? It's all in here. There's no
It's
fucking
But
heaven
I
all
or
in
get it.
here.
hell, bro.
I get, but
Your heaven is in
there's
here.
also like action without prayer without action is dead. So you
Yeah.
actually have to pray for it to God and
Knowledge.
then take action. But it doesn't
Knowledge
mean
too.
hard work. Doesn't mean
Knowledge
hard
too.
work. Doesn't mean hard work. You
That's
could just
right.
have enough faith.
Knowledge is the same way. Knowledge without any action is you're almost more of a waste than if you didn't have the knowledge.
It was like that
Because
time
you're
Jesus was
wasting.
walking with those people and he touched this tree and he was like, "Oh, may you never get fruits again." And the tree died, and everybody was like, "Whoa, why did you kill that tree, Jesus?" And he was like, "I tell you right now that if you have enough faith, the size of a seed of a mustard, you can move a mountain into the sea." So imagine, guys, like you are created in the image of God.
They just
There's not be
brainwashed us
these
for
fallen
centuries,
angels. You
man.
know why they're
They,
Centuries
jealous
and
of us?
centuries. They
They're jealous
they,
brainwashed
of
us.
us.
hey, you said they.
They're jealous of us because once they committed a sin, they were casted out of the skies. They didn't have free will like me and you. They're not made in the image of God. They're angels. They had like tasks. They're like staff, like your school staff. They had like jobs to do. You know, they
I
had to keep.
used I
They had
used
to
that
keep.
analogy the other day, Light
They
Warrior.
had to keep. They had to
Didn't
keep
I use
everything
that
in order.
same analogy? Dude,
So
we're getting the
a
same
third, they're
downloads.
jealous of
We're
us.
getting the same
Yes,
You
downloads.
know, we could have failed as many
exactly. We
times as
have
you'd
all same
imagine.
downloads. Yeah.
You
We're
only
under the
have to
sun,
succeed.
fam.
You only have to succeed once. So if
We
you
are
fail, just keep
multidimensional
going.
gods and goddesses. You know, we have the essence of the God, essence of creation. We can
Yeah.
create. We are here for creating. We are here for co-creating. That's why they doesn't like that. You know, they don't like that. But what they do is they siphoning people God essence. You have to protect your energy. Don't say they. You know, protect your energy from now. You know, don't give it away. No fear at all. You know, if you think a disaster will come, yeah, you are right. A disaster will come. But I will believe a good things is coming, you know. So good things will happen for me, you know. So we are living in our mindset, in our dimension. It's a multi-dimensional earth, you know. So if you be positive, you will go to higher and increase your frequency. You will go to the better place in this earth, a
Praise
And
the
it's
higher
Lord.
not,
place in this
and
Praise
earth.
the
always,
Lord.
and
Raise
guys,
the
always
lowers.
keep it in mind.
Praise,
I know
praise
it
the
doesn't
Lord.
seem this way, but
Raise
it's
the
not.
lower chakras.
Yeah,
Keep this in your mind, guys. It's not about the money. It's about what you want to get from the money. Forget the money. Money is a consequence of what you're going to where you're going, but forget that you need the money. Okay, and
That's right.
things, that's how you manifest much easier,
That's why
because the
we're all
fight.
broke. That's why
Yeah,
all the star seeds were broke, bro. Look, we're all making the connections now because we're meeting each other. We're saying, hey, did you have a tough life? Yeah, bro. I had a fucked up life. Did you? Fuck yeah, it sucked ass. Were you broke, poor? Were you challenged? Were you fucking everything and more and all while being an empath? Yeah, I was, bro. So what the fuck now? We're all seeing we went through the
but
hardest shit for a
above
reason.
all, above all, you have to be humble enough to pray to God and tell him that you have no idea that you what you're doing, and to use you as his vessel. And sometimes that requires you being broke.
Hell yeah,
yeah,
being broke fucking makes men. Being
yeah.
broke made me who I am.
For
Why?
whatever reason, for
Why did it
whatever
make
reason, you know.
why did being broke me who I am and me
No,
coming to
people
the
have this
knowledge
misconception
that
that God is not
that I
looking
have?
out for them.
It's
He
from being
is.
put up against the matrix every day and kicking its fucking ass and being the one that should have got my ass kicked and getting my ass kicked many times by the matrix, right? But every time, what did I do? Did I lay there, cry, play victim? For a while I did. It didn't serve me when I did that. So I stopped fucking playing a victim and I got up and I started kicking back and I got my ass kicked again. And then I'd get up and do it again. I've done that with so many things, bro, from toxic habits to anxiety and depression, demons, fucking spiritual attacks my whole life. And so who's a badass fighter? Somebody who's gotten their ass kicked every direction and had every single thing in their face that they've had to overcome. They're the badasses of the world. Not the
They
motherfuckers that everything's been handed to them. They woke up rich, they made a YouTube, and they fucking got a billion followers, subscribers, and now they're millionaires and they're making giant trampolines. Those fools ain't doing nothing. Mr. Beast, those clowns, they're part of the Matrix. You know what I'm saying?
No,
He's
Mr.
fully
Beast is for sure. But I
People,
mean, I don't hate on people who come up quick, man.
no,
It's like,
no, I'm
it,
not. I'm not saying that. But when you've been tried and true, and you've been tested on every single level, bro, you can't. There can't be
you know what
anybody.
level I fail at?
There
I'll be
can't
honest
be
here.
anybody
I'm
more
over here.
versatile than
Like
that
God has
person.
tested me many times. You know when I become a major asshole? When I have money. You know, you give me 20
Maybe
bucks.
you.
I think
Maybe you.
I started calling people peasants. I was like, that's just a peasant. No, don't listen to that. You know, and I was arrogant as hell. I failed it like 3 times in my life already. So God always brings me back because I tell him, oh, I lose myself, please take my money away.
That's what's
But
up. And money is just
but
another
this third
what?
time,
It's
after
another
the
temptation.
jab
It's
and
another
people going
temptation and a
away,
distraction. Money's another temptation and distraction in the matrix. Think about it. Money is a fucking joke. Why? Because most of the time, if you're a consumer, then
hmm
what do you need to be a consumer? You need money. So you're literally on Amazon and you're going to your job
hmm
and you're spending that fucking money on consumerism as you're going to your job, and then you're going out to eat, you're buying food, you're on the cell phone, you're on the internet distracted, all those bills are adding up, and now your money is literally the reason why you're not spiritual or why you have a shitty life. It
yeah,
can be
that's what I'm
why you're
saying.
unhappy. You can have lots of money
That's
and be unhappy
I think
because of
God
that
had
money.
to
Why?
rewash me. God
Right.
had to rewash me already 3 times. I'm
Yeah,
coming up again. You know,
me too.
I'm learning about trading and I think I'm gonna kill it this third time. I'm getting off my emotions. The number one thing about investing is not being in your emotions. But what
You
I'm
could
trying to
be in
say,
them, but
and
you
I'm
need
trying
to
to
be
say
with
is,
them, not
like
in them, not lost in them. You need to be
the
with your
number one
emotion. Like me,
test, the
me,
number
I
one
cried
test,
earlier. Like I
the number
cried
one
earlier, bro.
test to
You know
test
what
a
I mean?
man's character is give him
Yeah,
some money and tell him to go out there. That's how
right.
you test somebody's character truly. Give him
Facts,
$1 million and see what he goes
facts,
do with that.
facts. Yeah, but on the emotion thing, real quick, Sarah. Like you said, control your emotions. Yes, guys. But like me, you can't just control your emotions. You're a human, and that's your power. Your emotion is your energy. It's
Right,
your power.
but
So
you
what?
ever thought
Hold on,
about
real
like
quick.
the
Let me
strongest
get this
person
one
in the
out there.
room
Let me get
is the
this
one
one
in
out there.
control of
So
his
what do you
emotions?
do? What do you do if you're looking at your emotions, bro? This is everything right here. What do you do if you're looking at your emotions? This is power. So what do? You learn to be with your emotions. Don't control. You can't control your emotions, just like you can't control the thoughts that come in your brain. But you want to be with the emotion. Like I said earlier, dude, I cried. I cry all the time. Why? Because I
But
see
right,
this
but
awakening.
would
I
you
see
display
this
those
awakening, and
emotions?
I let myself cry. You see what I'm saying here? I let myself cry. I see that this awakening's happening and all my work is starting to fucking finally pay off. And so I embrace this emotion. I'm an empath. Crying in this world, seeing people healing, that is beautiful to cry. Do you see what I'm saying? So we need to embrace our emotion, but when we're conscious of them and when to use them. Fear is this big in my life, but I keep it there. I keep that little bitty emotion there to keep me alive and to keep me keen and keep me sharp and to make sure that I practice gratitude. Use that fear as a mechanism to take the opportunity to practice gratitude, right? You could say, fuck, man, I'm scared. But then be like, hey, dude, at least I get to chime in and realize that I have something to be scared of. I have a good life, or I'm happy, and I'm scared that one day, maybe, that may not be there. And that puts me in check just for a second. And I go right back to being present. So that's just the whole thing about the emotions. Nobody teaches us about these emotions, dude. You know what I mean? If we know about like how to recognize these emotions, like the negative ones, that's what the matrix controls us with. The thoughts will come into your skull, voice to skull, or however your thoughts come in your mind, all different ways, mostly from programming. So this goes into your thought, it goes into your head. What triggers immediately? It triggers your emotion. So you have a thought that's not yours, and now it's triggering your emotions, which is your energy, and you entertain that thought. And you say, damn, bro,
And
do I
you,
really want to unalive tomorrow or something? Like, do I want this? Fuck no, you don't. But you entertain it because it's a thought in your head and you own it. Don't ever own your thoughts. Own your actions and own the emotional response, right? It's the
right.
emotional response to those thoughts that come into our brains that happens on an unconscious level. This happens unconsciously. These
But would
things
you say
happen
that
all in the back.
preventing from getting angry is a good thing?
It's a what?
Like, let's talk about anger. You
Yeah,
get
anger is a
angry.
lower vibrational emotion, so you don't want to
So
experience that very often.
you would say it's a good thing to avoid
Keep it
when
small.
it
Keep it. Keep anger in you. Keep a little teeny bit of anger in you. Why? Because I'm pissed off sometimes, but then I love most of the time. You know what I'm saying? But there's a little
right.
bit that I keep because
Exactly.
I'm mad that these people are getting God out here. And I deserve and I will always be okay with being mad about that. And you
My
better
bro,
fucking
just let me add something into it, you know. But sometimes when I thinking, you know, regarding that I mean this organization you're mentioned here or other organization, you know, if our life, if in or you know we are a we are a being which we are very conditioning. We love to be inside the stay inside the comfort zone, you know. Imagine a world everything is good, everything is good, you know. Where is the meaning? I mean, what's the learning? What did we learn? What did we
exactly.
learn? What the
Exactly.
npcs we did
We need this.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I try to
We
tell
need
people.
we needed these mother F's.
we need them, you know.
It
So
comes down
that's
to your
why.
whole mission in life. You know, sometimes you
Yes,
know
sir.
how the
There you
worst people
go.
in your life is your family members. Why you think that? You didn't come here for an easy mission, man. You came here to learn, and sometimes your mission is to deal with
Learn
them.
exactly.
If you have to evolve enough to learn how to deal with them, don't disappear, don't go away, stay and learn how to deal with it. That's your mission. That's why your family members are the least likely persons that you want to be with. You were
That's
brought
why
here
they
for
are
a mission.
angel. That's why they are angels, you know. They are fallen angels, but they are still angels. You know what I mean? Angels means angel, you know. But they are still, you know what I'm thinking. I mean, they said that Lucifer is a bad guy, but Lucifer is the angel of God, you know, like Israel. Israel is a death angel, you know. Like, but Lucifer, they said that Lucifer is bad, they're doing evil things. But you know, it's not real. Or life, what we do, we think it's real. It's just the frequency and vibration, and we experience those vibration, and you know, it's deep things. I don't want to go inside that. But what I'm thinking is all for our soul evolution. And right now is exam time, you know. It's exam time for your sole purpose. They gave you a contract, you write the contract, you piece the contract, you sign that, you come to this earth for any reason, for do whatever you should do, you know. So that's why we forget that, the most of them, you know. So that's why it's exam time right now. Here is a school, as a Dolores Cannon said. Here is the school. If you listen to Dolores Cannon, she said, here is a school. Earth is a school. It's the hardest part, you know. It's the hardest part of the examination. Lots of people, they come like 1,000 times and they go back NPC, you know, because they forgot. They distracted by out loud noises, you know. You have to quiet your mind. That's why you have to do meditation. That's why you have to disconnect from everything. No fear, you know. No fear. Control your fear. Control your emotion. Master your emotion. That's why people who do yoga and who do meditation, they are super calm. They are super, you know, you know, like, and money, when you are, when you, I understand we are still in the 3D, we are still in the 4D, 5D, some of us in a 5D, you know, but still you need a matrix money. No problem. There is solution for that. We are creator. What's the solution? 98%. 98%. First, you have to keep your frequency up. You have to be high naturally. You know how high? By laughter, by going to the grounding, by fasting, eating less, healthy food, 90 minerals. Every day you have to take
Sea
90
moss,
minerals through
sea
sea
moss.
moss, for example, burdock and burdock roots, sea moss, or other minerals.
Spring water.
And that's spring water. Yeah,
Rain water.
exactly. So you have to keep your frequency high, and nine. As you said, Electro said exactly like that chart. As Electro said mentioned before, like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. It's some of us, we are misunderstood. We forgot we are a spiritual being. Listen to Bob Proctor. He's a spiritual, he's a teacher for the how to attract money. He said you were born rich. There is a part he said, we are a spiritual being. We have to some people who they are disconnected, they are working, making money with their body, with their physical body. They are disconnected from source. Who is source? Or God? We have a source. So uh, people who they are disconnected, they forgot everything. They disconnected from their higher self. We have a higher self which is guide us through the numbers, through the voice in our mind, to surface up from our mind. So when we are disconnected, we have to work with our body. We have to work hard. Like what? Like a slavery job, like go to construction jobs, like you have to work hard. Who said we have to work hard to make money? We have to work less and make more money. How? With our spiritual side. How? With a spiritual side? 90%.
Let me take a
Exactly.
second there and play this video so everybody can.
So 90% you have to imagine. 98%. Write your goals. Write your how hard is that? Nobody do
Just
that.
let me play
Just
this for a
write down
second.
your just write down your goal and imagine every morning, every night, and
Let me
and
play this
see
for a
and
second. It's a Bible verse.
Let him play real
play.
quick, my G. Let him play.
Okay, go for it. I'm done for that.
Again.
Can't really hear it, bro.
Oh,
It's cutting in and out, my G.
Voice is bad, bro.
Maybe I need a mute or something. It's cutting in and out. Like it's loud and then it's not.
that's crazy. Well, I'll read it. I'll read it. It is useless for you to work so hard, from early morning to late at night, anxiously working for food to eat, for God gives rest to his loved ones. And then it continues. Let me just, it's going to continue to a better part. Just let me get there. Here it is. God is not against human effort. Hard work honors God,
Always.
but working to the exclusion of rest or to neglect of family may be a cover up for an inability to trust God. So that makes to provide for our needs. Okay, I'll read it again. Here I got it. God is not against human effort. Hard work honors God, but working to the exclusion of rest or to the neglect of family may be a cover up for an inability to trust God to provide for our needs. We all need adequate rest to we all need adequate rest and time to our we all need adequate rest and time for spiritual refreshment. On the other hand, This is not an excuse to be lazy. Be careful to maintain a balance. Work while trusting God and also rest while trusting God. That's what it says.
That's beautiful, bro.
And who is
That's
God?
like
And who is
he does
God?
like God is literally saying like if you work so hard, then that is a cover up for your lack
Yeah,
of faith in Him to provide
yeah.
for you and your family. Like you're not here to just work so hard, man. Have some faith.
And that's why, that let me add something in here.
And everybody thinks work means working for money. You could be working for no money. Your work is to go on TikTok and heal people, maybe. People just have missions that are not about money. And this is what destroys us all. People think it's about money. It's not. Hard work could be other things.
Yes, sir.
Maybe
Bingo. Bingo.
like it, sometimes if I was rich, I would use all that money for good now. I would try to do good things. And that's what really people mistake, like, oh, money changed you. No, it didn't. It only enables that person to be who they really are. That's the ultimate tester. And a lot of us fail. And I'm humble enough to say I failed 3 times where I had some money in my pocket and I got out of hand. God
Me too.
slapped me down.
Yeah.
And now through his grace, one more time, I'm coming up. And I'm trying to stay as humble as I can, man, because uh I 3 times hurts, man. The third time I fell into a deep depression. And it's sad that not having money can make you depressed. And then it's only through that depression that I realized, wait, I don't really need money. With a piece of bread and some butter in it, I could just walk out the door and be about it. So I just started going
You're
out
a
to the
badass.
beach,
You're a badass
and
in
I
the
was
business. If you
I
don't
was
need
like, I
money
might
in
be
this
broke,
world,
but I'm under the sun on the beach, and things just happen.
if
I
you're
don't know.
broke, if you're broke in this
I
world,
went
then you
through
need to
8 months, no work, right? And all those 8 months, something happened where I just got money for free to pay all my bills.
Me
And I
too.
wasn't asking anybody for money because I am too proud for that. I was just telling God, like I'm here doing Uber
Mhm.
Eats, DoorDash, all this stuff, and I'm like, I'm not gonna make it because I'm not even covering my eating habits. I wasn't. I was thinking to myself, all the money I made, I was spending it at Whole Foods because I didn't want to eat trash. And my understanding was if I don't maintain my body, how the bills are not as important as my body. So before I even pay any bills, I was eating the best food I can buy, no matter what. So I was not coming up at all, bro. I was actually in the negative. It's really expensive to eat well. Uh, Things happened, man. But the body is the temple of God. I was not gonna go to McDonald's and spend less money, but destroy my health. You know, you have to have priorities, guys, and your most important thing that you have is your health. Don't be cheap. Buy the best water you can get,
Hey,
maybe if it's in a glass bottle. The best. $3 per that bottle? Oh, it's too expensive. But you have a
bingo.
phone in your hand that kills you and you paid 1,000 for it.
Bing, 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 bing.
And and and,
Bingo.
and and
Bingo.
primal
Bro,
primal
you're
dad
talking the
primal
same
dad
exact level.
is the top of this. It all starts with what goes in your mouth. If you could control what goes in your mouth, then the rest falls in place. It's just that
Bingo.
way, guys. It's just that
Bingo.
way. And then watch what you watch. You watching pornography and doing those things, you are polluting your mind, just like you can eat fast food. That's the next level right there. You watch what goes into your eyes and then your ears, and then you're off. Sorry, I just went too far, bro.
That's no. That's straight up facts on channeling. Jim, man, I appreciate you. Um, Bingo, bro. I've been put up against all this and so much more. And have you been tested even more lately? I'll tell you, you have, because I have. And I've been put through every single test I think that I could be by proving that I'm going to continue doing my mission, serving God, and following God, and loving God, and doing God's work, and only fearing God, and putting God before everything. Everything.
Yeah,
family. If God, dude, I'm sorry.
God,
If God
then
wants
your
me,
health.
if God wants me,
The only
if
thing
God
I
wants
ever
me,
asked God
if
for.
God wants me, hold on a second. If God wants me to leave my fucking household right now, I will do it. If God wants me to leave the one thing that I would never give up in my life, my family, if that was God's will, and I knew that as that, I would go. I would go in, and hopefully I come back, but I would go in service to God. You see what I'm saying? So if God isn't there, if you don't have God there in this time, 2023, Electro Miami just went to the Georgia Guidestones. People, we know that this is
No, I
happening.
didn't just go there. I went there one before the stones were taken down. I have a
Okay,
video of the whole
even better.
scripture, everything.
Even better. Anyway, we know this is a great awakening. So if you're not right with God right now, that's terrifying. That's scarier than fucking anything. If I would say, if you're gonna be in fear, if I'm a fear monger, people, I'm a fear monger them for God.
Ignorance. Ignorance.
Ignorance is
I mean,
bliss, my ass.
being ignorance. Yeah, being ignorance in this time is, stupid,
Crazy. It's scary.
And another
You're
things
not human
regarding the
because
God
that's
I want
human
to add.
instincts to survive. And if you are not paying attention right now, then you don't have your human instincts. You're going against human survival instincts.
So I want
That's
to add something
inhuman.
in here. I want to add something important in here. What does God means? God means generator, operator, and destroyer. Who can do that? We are gods. That's why I call ourselves gods and goddesses. Why? We are God because we have a sense of God in soul inside ourselves. So when you say have a
Hmm.
relationship with God, there is a source in there, the main source, He's God, but we are part of Him. We are extension of Him. So don't forget that, Electro, or anyone who hear me here, do not forget yourself. You are God. Don't chase anything outside. Outside. Don't look up. Don't look at the sky and pray. Look within yourself. Close your eyes. Look
Worship
within
yourself.
yourself.
Worship
Worship
yourself.
yourself. Take care of yourself. I mean, I see. I read lots of books, and in all of them, people who they are successful, we are all rich, but we may short in the money, we are all rich. Richness means we have lots of connections. I am
Abundant.
rich because I have you guys. I am rich because I'm here, I'm talking to you guys. I manifest that. I am rich because I am healthy. I don't have a pain in my body right now. I am rich in health. I am rich in abundance because I'm living right now in the best moment of the earth. I have sun in top of my head. I have a blue sky right now in top of my head. I can show you guys. That's why we have to gratitude. Gratitude will bring our frequency up. Look at this
Well, I'm a bit more
sun.
realistic. I am living in the best times because even though we're living in the worst times, I am one of the few ones who is with the eyes and ears and eyes. All my senses are able to see, hear, and make a conclusion. So many people have been deceived by this system. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like we have chemtrails above our heads, you know, and all these things. We really have to be with God and have faith in that part of the Bible where it says, "No weapon made against me shall prosper." Because if you sit here and really think that's gonna make you sick, it will. But if you
Yes,
just put
sir.
in your head that you are made in the image of God, and if you believe so that no weapon made against you shall prosper, is that you're
Yeah.
powerful enough to beat that. But that takes maybe putting your feet on the ground. I believe in electrifying the
You
body.
gotta do the work.
If
You gotta do the work.
like
You
it
gotta
takes
fast.
prayer without action is dead. So
You
the
gotta do the
least you
work.
have to do is after you pray for health is put your feet on the
Yeah, you
ground.
can't just say you can't
Like
eat a
take an action
cheeseburger
for it.
and say a
Like I don't
prayer.
know whatever you think that's gonna make it to work. I put my feet on
Yeah.
the ground because I believe in electrifying the body. And if my body is electrified, I believe God made my body able to fight all the clowning they're throwing at me through food, air, water, everything. But that takes the body being electrified. Your heart beats off electricity. Every thought is electricity. All your nerves move in electricity. Your muscles is electricity. They everything. So you're an electrical machine, basically. So I think that in order to make all those weapons not prosper is if you're electrified.
Yes, sir. And how do you continue feeding the electricity? You got to consume electricity also. Make sure you're
Consume
eating photons.
electricity, grounding,
Make sure you're
get
Yeah,
eating.
you're on a
energy
Make
higher
from
level
sure.
sun.
than me,
Make
bro.
sure you're eating photons. Right? Because you're a light being. You're a crystalline light being, and photons are in the sun-grown foods. So you're eating sun-grown foods, and you're grounding those photons back into the earth. You're taking the photons in on all your organs, not just.
You know what I've been doing? I put my water out in the sun before
Yes, sir.
drinking it.
Charge all your food, your water. Yes.
And you know how you make your water really energetic? You get 2 cups and you throw it from one cup to the other in front of the sun 50 or 100 times and then
Yes, sir.
drink it. That
You
creates all
know,
the static, all the energy that needs it. But throw it from one
I've
cup to
got,
the other and do it like 50 times while the sun is shining on it.
yeah, I've got
You know
a
that
bunch of mountains. I got a bunch of mountain spring
you
water that
get the
I've been
same
cooking.
effect. You get the same effect on the water. I've done the test. You know that $1,000 machine that ionizes the water, whatever, electrifies it?
Uh-huh.
Well, you could get the same effect from doing what I just said. I saw it on the test.
Hmm.
I don't have that $1,000, so I be throwing my water from cup to cup in front of the
5,000.
sun 50 times. I just didn't make a
5,000.
video about that because people are gonna make hella fun.
I have my mountain spring water that I harvested from the mountain recently. Put that out and charge that in the sun, bro, in glass.
Do you filter it at least, bro?
Nope. Hell no. Why would I
Are you
filter?
crazy?
Why would I? Why
I
would I
don't have those.
filter? Why would I filter all the nutrients and enzymes in
Oh,
all the?
bro. What if some rare shit is in there?
There's never anything rare shit that comes out of that spring.
Oh,
It comes out.
bro.
It
It's
comes
because I
out of.
live in Florida. This is
It,
like a
it
pest
don't
ground.
matter. Even if you lived in Florida, you want me to explain why?
It's a swamp, bro. We
Do
got
you
the
want me?
weirdest
Do you
things.
want? Do you want me to
Grain
explain?
eaters
Do
and shit.
you want me to explain why it wouldn't matter?
Why?
I can educate you guys real quick. Because the earth is the best filter. If you're gonna consume anything, you better hope that the earth. I don't want anything else filtering my water. So if as long as you have a mountain in Miami, which you probably don't, I'm not saying go to the swamp. I'm talking about a mountain spring. That this water it starts on the top of the mountain, like a snow mountain, and it's snow, right? And this water is up there. It's part of the earth. It came from the earth. It's recycled. All of our water is recycled. It's actually not created. Okay, most of the water in the earth is recycled water. Now, how do you want your water recycled? Mine starts off as a mountain snow in one of the cleanest places in the world. Okay, doesn't matter if it wasn't though. Why? Because it goes into the sediment of the mountain. The mountain absorbs this water, right? And it filters it through the natural filtration system. What happens during that process? It adds microbes to the water, healthy microbes that feed all of the earth and minerals with which we're made of. Our avatars are made of these minerals. So this earth is filtering it through its
And
natural
bacteria. And
purification
bacteria.
system.
And
And then it's
bacteria.
adding electricity to it because the Earth's resonance and frequency is charging this water like a fucking machine.
You saw how
Okay?
the resonance
And
of the earth
then,
has changed?
yes. And that's why I vibe even higher with this water I've been drinking. Dude, I've been giving it to my family and everything.
It's
Check it out.
probably supercharging you with the powers that you should have.
It's real healing water. They say that the Kangen's healing
It's part
water,
of the awakening. I believe it's part of the awakening because,
this water is
like to change
everything.
some type of
Water is
resonance is
life.
like,
Look at Avatar. Look at the Avatar movie. Water is everything. So if I'm putting this water in my body, this is coming right out of the earth, right? And it's already filtered through one of the best filtration systems possible. Nothing beats earth.
oh
And
no,
now
bro, you
this
got
water has
balls.
been
You
charged,
got balls,
purified,
bro.
and
Oh,
solidified, and it's alive. This water is dancing. It's dancing as it goes into my glass jars. Do you see what I'm
You
saying? You
got balls,
can't.
bro. I
What
I
do
would
you?
be I'll be
I
hella
test it.
scared.
I test it, bro.
But
I
how do
test
you
it.
know
You know.
there's no
You know who's got
parasites?
balls? You know who's got balls? Everybody who's not drinking this water. If you're not drinking mountain spring water in glass, you've got balls. You're taking way more risk than I am.
No. I agree with that. I'm just saying like unfiltered water from nature. I'm
We're supposed to be afraid of that.
yeah, maybe I'm too fucking city type. I
Well, you
mean,
have to
I
understand.
never
You
drank
have to
tap water in my
understand.
life, but
You have
if
to.
I would yeah, I would heat up that water and the
Electro,
least.
Heating up doesn't
do
do
you
anything.
consume tap water?
Heating up water doesn't
Never.
do anything.
Oh, okay.
I
What
said
water
no,
do you
never.
drink? What water do you drink?
Oh, I try my
Can I
best
ask?
to drink Saratoga. It's like a blue bottle.
Okay.
So you
Is that a
bought that
spring
from the
water or
store,
is that a
right?
purified water?
I don't even know. I
Okay.
don't even know.
So it's probably
Yeah.
purified, bro. So it's probably tap water that they add. I don't want to beat you up. I love you.
No,
But
I
I'm
know
just,
you're right. I better
I
know.
just,
I've been on, bro. I've been wanting to be like you, but when I start watching your videos, I give
it's
up. I'm
hard.
like, yo, I can't. This guy,
You
like,
don't,
he's too good. Uh,
don't,
I
don't.
have to face my addictions one by one. I just quit vaping,
Yes. Take
so
baby
now,
steps. Don't compare you
yeah.
guys don't compare yourself to me. I just want you to know the facts. I want you to know that the spring water you can't beat. It no matter what position you're in, go for the spring water. You guys drink RO water, that's not healthy.
But do I feel
I
guilty?
love
I
you guys.
do. I
Reverse
do because I
osmosis
know you're
water
right.
to nourish the body, reverse osmosis is not good for you. Distilled water is not good for you. I can break down every single thing in the water, every chemical, every single process that they do to this water you guys consume. This is why I put this in my ebook. I break this all down in my ebook. So it's scary not to consume a spring water. Why? Because every single other operation is toxic in some way, shape, or form. You're distilling it, you're shocking and taking dead water, and you're demineralizing it. Now people drink distilled water. Oh, you're depleting all your minerals. Oh well, I get it from my food. No, you fucking don't. And you're drinking water to electrify your body and to hydrate it, not dehydrate it. If you're drinking water do you
And
think
then they
that
wonder
dead,
why their mouth is dry.
yeah, dead water doesn't hydrate the body. You have to have real electrolytes in that water. Where do you get real electrolytes from? In a trace mineral source, spring water. Do you see what I'm saying here? So it don't matter if you get a machine. No $5,000 machine can beat a natural spring. I don't care how clean it is. We're drinking this to serve the body, remineralize the body, and to heal and to thrive and to connect to earth and God. This water is God. It's the blood of the earth. It's the blood. It's the sweat of the earth. It's what we're one of our main ingredients. So why shouldn't that water be made of the earth? You see what I'm saying, guys? So just there's levels to it. Just be mindful anytime you can, like you were saying, Electro. Spend the $2 more on the spring water, bro, on the glass. I know it's expensive.
I
I
go
know
for
it's
glass. I go for glass.
God will guide you into the spring with glass. It'll come to you now.
Bro,
Okay, you drink that.
I lived in my car before degrading my eating habits
Yeah, there's levels.
because I thought this house is not more important than my body,
Good for
you
you.
know?
That's why I'm $40,000 in debt. I'm proud of that. Isn't that
Oh
funny?
yeah,
You know how
I was
proud
proud
of
of the
my
fact that
debt?
I had more than
I
a
will
million
put
dollars in
that up
hospital
on
debt.
the green screen. I'll put my debt up on there. Why am I so proud of that? Because I choose not to conform and I chose not to be in
Nah,
fear.
if you wanna go in that game, bro, I want a lot more, bro. I got $1 million in hospital debt.
Yeah, I
I
believe,
used
I
to
believe
show
that.
up to the hospital with no
That's no,
injuries
that
just
doesn't
to get
mean
an
anything.
excuse out of work. I'll be like, oh, my knee hurts. And they'll be like, why? I'm like, no idea, so that I get an excuse out of work. And every time I did that was like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, I fucked up my credit.
Good job. Why? You did
No,
that
it's
for your
crazy.
spirit. You did that for your spirit, not for yourself. You
Yeah, I
did not
couldn't go
do
to
that
work.
for the flesh. You did that for your fucking spirit. Your spirit didn't want to be there.
No, I didn't want to go
You
busing
were
that day.
appeasing your spirit.
I was a bus boy. I can't remember how many times I went to the hospital instead of going to work. I was like, nah, I'm better off in
Good.
the hospital getting an excuse, bro.
Good job. I'm the same way. If I get a way out of it, I'm out. If I get unenjoyment, woo, yeah,
Oh,
let's
and
go.
guess what I did it for? Bob Marley show.
Fuck yeah. Good for
It was
you.
a fest. Fest, I mean.
Good
You know
job.
what everybody's doing at that fest.
Fuck yeah, roll it. Hell yeah, enjoy yourself. Live for your, love it. Live
But
every
that was
second.
when I was
If you
young.
got a
I don't.
second where you're in a bad place, fucking find a way to make it better. Who gives a damn how you do it, right? Fuck this matrix. That's how I say it. Fuck the matrix. Live for your spirit, guys. You know what I'm
What
saying?
would be the best revenge in the Matrix, though? It would be to like
Shoving it.
destroy them from within. You know, like I don't know,
Make money.
penetrate
Make
their system and
make on
explode
your own.
it from within.
Yes. Don't be a consumer and be self sufficient. Boom. You will. The matrix will hate you, and you'll have to earn it. You'll have to earn that,
Can you
but
imagine
it'll
if
be
we do
worth
in
it.
fact gain superpowers when this change of consciousness and come around? You know, I hope I don't get some superpower, bro. Imagine my superpower is like I don't know, growing nails. I'll be pissed off, bro. I'll be hella mad.
Dude, it's so crazy. I had a premonition about this shit. I swear to you, a couple years ago, it's before I really woke up. I called it like I had this weird event pop up in my head just randomly, and it was of these guys. We were all together and we were saving the world, and we were like these Avengers, and we had these powers, and we were fucking. It was fucking.
Hmm.
It was so weird because it was just like imaginary in my head, but it fucking felt real, dude. And it fucking freaked me out, and I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. And
Bro,
I
let's
don't
be
just
honest
dream
about
it.
here. Since the jab came, don't you get like downloads from source? But
Too
like I'm
much.
talking about like where you
Too many.
cannot deny it. Like how do I know this? Didn't you
Oh,
ever
oh,
like just walk about somewhere and like why am I figuring this out? Out of nowhere you have new knowledge and you haven't read anywhere that it was not in your algorithm. It was just
right.
like a literal download from God himself. It's been happening to me a lot since 2020. And then I go on TikTok and a lot of people talk about how they've been awakening. You know, I think it's
Oh,
something
dude,
happening and God is taking us
it's
through
the great
stages
awakening.
to get there. You know, and this download.
It's the great awakening. We all need to know and understand it as that, right? We need to make sure we're all on that level right now, my G. That this is in fact 100% the great awakening, right? You know that. You're very, but we all need to know that.
How convenient that you start feeling that way and they go out of nowhere and be like, oh, we got aliens. You know, that's an obvious,
Exactly.
you know, they're trying to be like, oh, you don't got powers,
Exactly.
nothing. You know, we got aliens. And then there
Yes.
you go. You just gave up all your
That
powers again.
motherfucker is not real. Why is
Hmm.
that shit coming out? It's
No,
to
that,
confuse us.
did you see
Nuance.
how there, I saw the video and she does the Baphomet. She puts two fingers down and two up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I did a video kind of
The
like
devil
on
is
that.
always in the details.
That's right. Bingo. That's what I always say, bro, in all my videos. Look at my videos. You know what I'm saying? Like
Damn, I
it
didn't
all
even
goes
get the
back. It all goes
opportunity.
back to almost all
But
of
you
it's
see,
just like
that's
petroleum.
another
It
awakening
all
right
goes
there.
to the
You know,
devil.
the devil's in the details started coming to me when I saw little messages in things, and I was like, oh, it's
We're
always in
too
the
smart.
detail.
We're too
I'm
smart.
talking. No, it happens to me when I meet another awoken person. We come up with the same phrases, and I'm like, "Where did you get that from?" And they're like, "It's just common sense." And I'm like, "No, you're getting a download like me." A lot of
Yeah.
people are getting downloads, and they think it's common sense, but it's no. It's happening to all of us at the same time at a rate that we're not even fathoming yet.
Bingo. Bingo. You got it. That's why we need to keep doing things like this. Even if there's us three on a call, we got to
You ever
keep
sit
connected.
there
People like
and
you and I, and Light Warrior and the other star seeds. We see these creators around us. These people, they're star seeds. We all need to be on the same live. You know what I mean? We need to get all the people in here who are like minded. We need punished in here. You know what I mean? I don't know your relationship punished right now, but he's still a star seed 5. You know what I
Oh, we
mean?
beef
He's still.
hard. Me and Punished, we beef hard, bro. To
I
the
know,
death.
but you guys are on the same team. You need to love each other. You know what I mean? Punish is just emotional, dude. He's intense. He's got
I forgave
he's in the
him.
right places.
I'm not the one that's not willing to hang out. I'm willing. He's the one that cut me off, blocked me. I always told him, like, let's fight. Let's fight about it. And we would start. And then one day we didn't agree on the Bible verse or whatever. And he blocked me. And I was just like, damn. I know we offended each other, but I thought he was good for it because we agreed that we were gonna fight.
Punish is he's a little he's a some of these guys are still kind of in these different chakras. You know what I'm saying? They got the right. They're coming from the right place, but the ego's still getting in there, my G. You know what I mean? They still got a little bit.
Oh no,
You'll
but
know.
then I also added gasoline to the fire. I couldn't help myself because he would get mad as hell. I went there and provoked him, and I found it funny, and I kept on doing it. And I went on his lives or wherever he was. I'd be like, "Don't bring up the Bible. He's gonna lose it. Don't bring it," and he would lose it. And I mean, what
So
else you want?
they so they got they
I
got what
acted
they
like
wanted. Then they
I
got you
am
guys going
ashamed
against
of
each
it. I'm
other.
not proud of it. I acted like a demon, you know. I went there knowing what the result was going to be, and once he got mad, I was getting what I wanted from him, and I
Exactly.
felt good. But now I feel bad.
But you guys fell for that bait because they got you guys two
Yep,
people who are very
we both
important, and they got
lost.
you guys against each other. You guys should be on the same team. So they won that battle. They got you guys against each other, and now you guys are not homied up.
Exactly.
Now you guys are not truthing together. You know what I'm saying? Now you're not spreading your knowledge together. Because we all have something special to offer. Every single one of us. And are you offering it is the question. Are you out there putting it out there? There's another star seed, the homie Cody, out here sound healing people. You know what I'm saying? We all need to make sure that we're connecting and contacting. I've seen them. A lot of them are on
We
big.
have to have our network, bro. Yeah, you're right. We have to have our network.
We have
Bro, just want to add a quick download
because
regarding that
we're all
lady.
confirming our beliefs right now. We're putting it all into existence right now. We're solidifying everything that we already downloaded and we know. Now we are making it into this is gonna become our realities now. We are forming this as our new realities. When we
Bro, just want to add one download I had regarding the lady. Can I share with you guys? I'm not sure how, I'm not sure, I mean, if it's real or not, or it could be, but this is my download, I had. I think she represents their, from them, I mean, she represent in the airplane from them, and when she do the hand mudra, like that,
Yeah.
can you show the hand mudra? One up, one down. So yeah, exactly. So that means as above, so below, and that hand mudra means gaining the energy. That when you do that in meditation, in the mudra, I'm
Taking all your
familiar with
energy.
this stuff.
She took all
Yeah,
of our
this means
energy,
gaining
bro.
the energy. Yeah, this means gaining the energy. And when she did that, this means anyone who watched that video, watch her, you will give away your energy wirelessly. It's not like you give them money. Hey, this is money. You give your God essence energy to
Wow.
them, So that's how easily with the concerts, with the music festivals, with the movie, with this kind manipulate people. So when she's doing that, she's behalf of someone or some organization or something, she's siphoning your energy or masses energy, and they're successful, to be honest, because
Without a doubt.
ships are still I don't want to disrespect anyone, but they just want to test to see how many ships are still they are like
Bingo.
doing. Is that the right download to you guys, or or
There's,
wrong
there's
download?
there should have been 17 million people in this live when you said that. I'm gonna download and post that. You just shut it down.
You did.
That's fucking crazy, dude. That's real. She straight up fucking. She just played us all, bro, and took all of our. Imagine how much power that gives into that negative energy, though. That's scary.
If you want the proof, if you want the proof of that, if you go and search the Baphomet statue, you can see one of his. It's a goat. It's a holy
Yeah.
goat for the Luciferian. You know.
Yes, it's at
One-
the Luciferian Lodge. I think they have
yeah,
it.
and one of the hands is up and one of the hands is down. You know, you can see that if you Google that. If you Google and you can put it in background for a moment, and they can see. You know, so that's why this gaining energy every time you take a look at that. You know, so that's why we have to fast. What does the fasting means? Fasting doesn't mean just don't put the food in your body. Fasting means don't look at that chick. Don't look at that guy. Don't look at that sin. Don't sin with your eyes. Do not limit your energy. I mean, what I mean is that limit your social media. Limit the social media. Not this, bro. I mean the Baphomet. If you can, I can Google. I can Google and show you. I can Google and show you. So that's why we have to fast
I thought I had the picture of it on my phone. I did not have the picture of her actually doing, which I did have it. I don't know where it went, but I do have it. I was trying to find it, bro. But yeah, that's crazy. I didn't think of that. I mean, I knew that she did. This rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper. Somebody said people didn't know that. Gatekeeper, I promise you, people don't know that. People are still believing that this bitch saw a reptilian and that she is real. You see what I'm saying? So this
Yeah.
rabbit hole keeps going deeper, man. And then you learn she threw the Baphomet up, and then you're just like, no big deal. People just fucking was like, no big deal. Keep swiping. I showed that in my video too. I
Bro,
showed that in my video.
can
And
you
then
make
it's
it
like,
bigger?
well, why did she do that? To make fun of us? No, because that's probably why they do this too. When they do this, I'll bet you $1,000,000 that's a fucking pyramid of
Bro,
energy they're fucking absorbing from people.
can you make my video bigger, like full
Yeah,
screen on your live?
I got
Look at this. Look at the hands. Is it familiar?
Bingo.
Is it familiar? And and
Bingo.
and
It's just a
and,
coincidence.
and you know, this is you see two wings and duality and duality. One hand down, one hand up. And it's representing the duality. But this is a mudra. This is a mudra for gaining energy. It's in meditation you can do that.
Okay.
Also, this is a mudra. This is a good mudra
Yes.
too. It's not
Yes.
satanic.
Yes. Yes. I
This
know
means
that one.
if you curse me, if anyone curse you, you just do that, and this means all back to you. You
That's the
know,
whole rabbit hole, bro. My gosh.
all back to
That's
you.
we need to make a video about that rabbit hole. That's a rabbit hole, bro. I should make a video about it, maybe. Wow.
Yeah,
This one,
that was true.
Rachie, let's review it real quick. Rachie didn't know why what we're talking about. We're talking about the chick Black Warrior. I'm gonna mute you for a second, my G.
Oh, my bad. I'm getting
Or
prepared to take a
whoever.
flight, bro.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I'm getting on
Oh,
the
you're good.
plane. I can't.
Okay.
If I
So
forget something, I'm messed up.
for sure. So this chick on the plane, you guys, she said she saw the motherfucker's not real, right? She saw the motherfucker wasn't real. And then we all tripped out because we're all waking up, right? We're waking up right now. So we saw this as, wow, dude, this shit's actually happening. This bitch saw a reptoid. And we're like, haha. And then it goes deeper. We're like, wait a second. Is this bitch? Wait, what is she doing exactly? We started looking deeper. And we say, this bitch, she's not real. She's got the mask or whatever, maybe. Who knows? And then we're like, all right, so this bitch ain't real. Then we see her throw up the Blephamet, whatever the
Eu tô indo
called.
embora. Tem que sair agora.
And then we learn, and then Light Warrior
Ok.
takes us down the rabbit hole.
Me avisa quando você tiver aí, ó.
Light Warrior takes us down the rabbit hole of how this homegirl threw up the Baphomet, which is a mudra for energy harnessing. And she did this in front of billions, and we all put it on TikTok, and we keep watching her do it. So when we do that, she's able to channel and transmute our energy. So we're feeding all of our energy into this bitch's distraction, and she's now absorbing it.
That's why you have to be careful about your energy, you know.
What
That's why you have to protect your attention. Protect your attention. And don't be distracted by anything. You have to limit your social media. I don't watch. I just only watch your content. I mean, not anyone content. I watch my content, you know, daily, you know, and your content only. I don't watch others' content.
filter,
Maybe
filter,
some
filter,
limited, yeah, filter. And
diet,
you know, and
diet.
attention is money. Attention is everything. Attention is power. You know, we give them power. You know, we give away. You know, we have a power ourselves. You know, or what is our power? It's attention. Can you put your attention in two things right now? For example, if I tell you cooking and talking, no, it's only in one thing. So why some, just give you a nice example, why some influencer, they have a millions of the followers, you know, why they are successful, why they make good money? Because they can handle attention of the couple million people, you know, toward themselves. If you give your attention to me, I will become rich. You know, I will become. So put your attention toward your goals, toward your business, toward your life, toward your ascension, toward your goods. That's it. You know, they're buying attention easily. They manipulate your mind. Don't look at this. Don't look at the news. Turn off that TV. Throw away that TV. Do you have time for TV? No, I don't have time for my story of my life, you know? So that's about it. That's it. That's
Yeah,
the whole
I hear
story.
you.
Attention is the valuable energy. Gold is not
Everything.
valuable. Gold is not valuable. Attention is valuable. Attention is power.
Money is not valuable. Attention and energy is valuable.
Attention and energy. So protect your energy. Fast from distractions. Fasting is not just, okay, I'm not gonna eat today, but I will go out and look at that things. Look at that things. Look at that. Put my energy to that things, you know. Or I will talk gossip, talking shit behind someone else, behind my brother and sisters, behind of, you know, because we are all one, you know. There is no bad, you know. No one is bad, you know. But if someone is maybe, confused or something, or yell at us, he is me and I am him. You know what I mean? So we should be one. We are all one. It's the first law of the universe, you know? It's a first law of the universe. We are all one. So that's it. I just wanted to remind this to the, our people in here. So
And
fast your
ourselves, you know, you, me, and Electro just talking alone. You know what I mean? That's really significant. You know, I wish there was 7 million people in the live, but that's not the way it's supposed to be happening. I think it's just the fact when you and I and him and people like us talk together, we're literally, it's confirmation.
It's
Because
confirmation. We are
we
messenger.
get all these fucking downloads, but this world's so confusing. So we need confirmation. And when you and I
Exactly.
talk, and when him and you and I talk, and when him and I talk, and when I talk with other people like this is all more confirmation. And confirmation creates what? Belief. If you confirm a belief, now it's set and it's going to happen. Because when you believe your belief, that's the power and the energy behind that belief, which what creates manifestation. You can't manifest anything without belief. You can want something, you can make a letter and read it every day, and you can say, I'm going to have a Lamborghini and I'm going to be a millionaire. But if you don't believe it, that you might as well burn that letter up right there, because it's placebo
Exactly.
effect. It's
Yeah.
the placebo effect is one of the main fabrics of this matrix. How do they heal us? How do we heal when we eat petroleum medications, or how do we heal when we are getting 5G'd and 10G'd? because we placebo our effect. They play off the placebo effect. You know what I'm saying? We say, hey, I'm okay. You wake up in the morning, you say, I'm going to live, I'm going to be healthy, this and that. You believe that. That's the placebo. That's the placebo. And then there's the nocebo, right?
Belief
If
is
you
super important. Yeah, I agree. Belief is super important key for success for everything. And it's easy to believe, you know, how to believe, you know, when you repeat, watch something and
faith,
repeat, you know, faith, having
it
faith or
requires
something,
faith.
you know, write down your goals, you know, write down your goals, like 1, I want this, 2, I want that, 3, I want this, and describe it, you know, describe it. I want, for example, black Lamborghini, for example, SUV, if you want material things, you know, or I want this much money, you know, describe that, you know, everything you want, and just believe you have it, you
Details.
know.
The details matter because it helps with the belief and it helps with the
Exactly. So
manifestation.
you easily
And
you will
and
believe
and
that.
you can't have this without the intention. What's your intention behind it? What's your intention behind it? You want a Lamborghini? What, for you? You're not going to manifest that. Why? Because that's selfish.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to make a lot of money while you're serving your purpose and serving God, and then you have extra money left over and you want a Lambo, then you get the Lambo, right? But you want to attract the abundance, not just the wealth. And the wealth is part of the abundance, right? So
Part
when
of that.
you
Yeah.
when you have the intent behind it, like me, I'm very rich because I not because I want to become rich. I'm going to become rich because I have a burning desire to help and serve people. So I'm
Because
going to
you're
become
worthy.
rich
You're
because of that.
worthy.
And
You're
then
worthy.
will I feel abundance? And I'm already do. I already have achieved it. I'm already helping people. I've changed millions of lives. I've had millions on millions of views, and people see things for what they are. And one way or another, whether it's a teeny bit, I have changed millions of lives. So I'm already achieving that. My abundance, my happiness, it's already here, right? So then I'm just gonna the rest is gonna come with it. The monetary shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the money is gonna come with the abundance, and it all. So it's like you have to have something pure behind what you manifest. That was the point I'm making. You want to manifest something, you gotta have something. It's gotta be about someone else, not you. If you want to manifest health, don't think about you. Think about how you'll be for others. Think about if you're a father or a mother. You know what I mean? You want that health because you want to be better for others, fam. And then that'll, because that will, if we're thinking of ourselves, we don't care as much. A lot of people care more about others. So like you're gonna be like, hey man, I could do this for myself, but I could not. But if you like, damn dude, my kids, they would probably prosper more if I wasn't smoking cigs every day. So I want to quit smoking cigs for my kids. And then, that's all the things that I've manifested and achieved in my life. That's the ways I've had to do it. I've had to look at these things and hack them. But nonetheless, bro, I appreciate you, Light Warrior, bro. I'm going to call it for now. I've been on here for quite a while. I've been in this sauna. This towel
It
is,
was a nice it was a nice life, bro. You know, I learned lots of things, you know, and I channeled and I remind me lots of good things. And for people who they are here and they listening, it was, you know, I think it was a bless, you know, because you are here for a reason. There is nothing coincidence, you know. There is nothing by accident, you know. You are here for a reason to hear this stuff, you know, this information. Not lots of people, they are like busy with the matrix, busy with themselves, you know, they are still connected to the matrix, and their time is not come yet. But your time is come if you are here, when you are listening this stuff, you know. And so that was everything, bro. Yeah, I enjoyed your life. Love you, much love, and
love you,
see
bro.
you.
Love y'all. Thank you all so much for your support
Love
always.
you all, guys. Thank you. I appreciate all of you.
Follow Light Warrior, the little few that's left here. I appreciate you guys. I will catch y'all soon. Hit